look has to meet a certain criteria, and then once it's beyond that, it's the personality is much more important. Like, you know,
the initial attraction is based on physicality, but then once it gets
what I'm saying is it has to meet that. The threshold of looks to me is lower than the threshold of personality.
okay.
You're like Herman Cain explaining his view on abortion.
What if she comes to you and says, look, Benjy, I've been thinking about it. I do love you. I want to be in a relationship with you. Get into bed with her. She looks great and everything.
I've worried about that.
Now you have sex with her. And it's not horrible, but
it's not I know. It's not
loving.
that wild.
It's like not like... she lets you put it in, you fuck her in 2 seconds.
I've thought of that. That's why, I mean, it's completely possible. I mean, I would, you know...
No, but it's possible that you'd be willing to put up with that because you love her.
I don't know. That's hard. But I always say to her, like, it's not, like, like I said, we joked about, like, you know, we can date and not have sex, and, like, be married and not have sex, and I can have sex with other girls and stuff. So.
I like how you're buying into sex is not the thing. Sex is the thing.
No, it's not.
No, I'm saying, what if it's sexual, but it's not great?
I'm saying he's saying sex is not the thing, but I'm saying standing over here, sex is.
But it is, but it's not the only thing with him. So I'm saying, what if the sex was not great, but it was passable?
That's interesting. Like, I don't
passable. What if it just sucked?
Well,
have you ever
passable.
with a girl that sucks?
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful.
A ton of times you just get the fuck out.
I don't know. Really, I like the emotional.
And what is your what?
I will tell you.
Hey now. Posing some tough questions to Benjy. You know, I said to Benjy, I said, what if this Elisa turns to you and says, okay, Benjy. I gave him a theoretical, hypothetical situation.
Okay.
Benjy is cockstrong.
I said, Benjy, let's say Elisa, for some reason, has a change of heart. She says, look, Benjy, now I feel...
This is it. I love you.
I love you and I feel sexual toward you. He goes, okay. So they get into bed, they have sex, and the sex is okay. In other words, it's not the best sex you ever had, but it's passable. It's like okay, whatever that definition is. Would you just move on and say, this is not the girl for me? Or could you just like say, you know what, she's so great in so many areas that the sex doesn't have to be the thing?
Mediocre sex is okay.
Well, I've never been with a hot girl and the sex was bad. Because I think if I'm attracted to her, I like it so much it's good. I've been the opposite where a girl is not incredible looking or not as hot, but it's like, holy shit. Like this is like, something's amazing about the physical connection. If it was passable... At least the way I feel now, if it wasn't the best sex of my life,
right?
But it was like, yeah, like normal, nice, and
you could put up with that the rest of your life.
I feel like I could right now, but you know that's why you date a little bit and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like to me,
Gary said he's been with chicks who have bad sex. I said, what is your definition of bad sex with a woman? Like, what is bad sex? And he goes, well, she had a hairy belly. I go, no. That's a physical
thing.
I mean, what is bad sex with a woman?
To me, it's if a girl doesn't enjoy it. Which I mean, if you think that she really is not into it,
right? That's the worst.
Yeah.
I've been there where I feel like it's just kind of a dud.
Yeah.
And that's the worst. I wouldn't stay with a girl like that for 2 seconds. But let's say it's passable. Like, what is passable sex?
What's passable?
Or what's bad sex to you?
Well, bad to like the chick that I was with in college. She was like, she was doing her own thing. I can't explain it.
She wasn't with you at all.
Yeah, she was like doing her own thing. She was like just trying to get off, but not necessarily being with me.
Right.
And it was sort of like she was like in this whole other place. It was just like, and it wasn't like some chick I picked up. You know what I mean? We were like a couple, but she was like doing her own thing, and she was sort of like, I don't know, a little. She felt a little funny.
She felt funny.
What,
yeah.
She was big, her pussy was too big?
Sorta.
And what do you mean she's doing her own thing?
I can't explain it, but there was no connection when we were having sex. You know what I mean?
Right.
No connection whatsoever. It was like she was like in a different place just trying to get off as opposed to like being with me.
I see. That's bad sex.
It was to me. We did it a couple of times, and I said, this
isn't working.
We were dating. Like, I wasn't in love with her. I liked her. And I was like, this is bad sex. I'm just going to not do this anymore.
Move on.
And she was hot? Like, you found her really hot?
I was attracted to her.
Yeah. So, you would stay with her if the sex was bad?
If the sex was bad, that I didn't enjoy that aspect of my life, I don't know.
Right.
I mean, yeah. Right now, I just
Have
right
you
now,
had bad sex with a guy, Robin?
Oh, yeah.
And is the sex bad because he comes too fast?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's like, if I'm not into the guy,
Yeah.
I don't care what he's doing.
You mean you thought you were into him, you get into bed with him.
You're sort of like, I'm on the fence about this.
Right, let me see what happens. And you try it out.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh my God, this
This is as bad as
torture.
I thought it would be.
Okay. But you go through with it because you don't want to be rude.
Well, you try to get through it.
Right.
Yeah.
Good for you. You know
Yeah,
you're
you
special.
almost feel like you started this. You might as well finish.
Right. I'm not going to be a complete asshole here and kick you out.
Yeah, I don't want
Go ahead
to
and
tell
come. Go
this
ahead.
person that I'm having a miserable time.
Right.
Fuck me, Robin. I'm coming.
All right, Robin. What else is in the news?
Let everything hang out.
I'm just thinking of you in bed with a guy you're not that into. And he's fucking you, and you just can't wait for him to get out.
Let her go fuck me.
Right.
This guy was trying to impress me.
Right.
And he's like doing all kinds of tricks.
What kind of trick?
Fuck it.
I
that's
don't
okay.
know. Just, you
doing
want to
good.
keep changing positions. And,
I know.
all that stuff you do if you're really into it.
Go ahead and fuck now.
And I just said, could you just finish?
Did you say that? Ay vey.
Because I just couldn't stand it anymore.
Let it feel good. Go ahead and fuck it now.
And later he was like, no girl has ever said.
You're gonna fuck me hard.
They were probably thinking it.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck yes.
Gary, you've seen Benjy since he was a young intern who occasionally
I saw him
wore-
when he was a young intern, when he first got to me when he was 32, when he was a young puppy.
I mean, you've seen him go through all types of phases, even wearing forms of African garb and,
That's true.
and such. Now, he's a little bit more mature, but he's just hasn't nailed down this women thing. He really, I mean, do you just want to take him aside and pull him aside and tell him that he has no shot and that...
No, because he sort of knows. He's old enough. Like we were talking during the break, every one of us have been through it. No one can ever talk you out of it. You figure it out on your own, hopefully sooner than later. And you never want to be that asshole that goes, fuck her, she's no fucking good, blah, blah, blah. Because then all of a sudden she could wake up one day and marry him, and then you're really the asshole.
Because you've already said too much.
Yeah, you've already said too much. But every guy has to figure this out on his own. Good friends can tell you only so much, and he clearly doesn't want to hear it.
Now, you've done the infamous I Love You tape and that whole thing. Isn't this kind of a form of that? I mean, this is sort of
Well,
the
I
same
guess
thing.
it's. I mean, does he look like a fucking spineless pussy? Yeah, it's a very much a form of that.
But at least you had that girl. She was
And by the
once-
way, I got her back after that. tape.
Exactly, and she was once yours to begin with. This girl's never been his,
That's
and he's
right.
still relentlessly pursuing.
If he loves her, he should let her go. And if she doesn't come back, then he'll know.
If you love it, set it free, man. Set it free.
If she returns, it was meant to be.
Whatever. No, it's one of those things. But I've been through this in Benjy's position with a girl. I'm trying to remember, like a girl that you just have a huge crush on, and you just sort of hang around, and you help her with her homework. I remember in college, like help her with her homework, or I took notes for you in my class, or whatever it is. All the shit that you wouldn't even do for your best fucking friend, in the hopes that you might get your dick touched, and nothing happens.
Exactly, because he's acting like her big sister or her best friend. Yeah.
You're too nice. You're too attainable. The best thing he could do is walk away and never call her again. He should walk away today and just stop taking her fucking calls for like a month. And I'll bet you when he turns his phone on in a month, there'll be 1,000 messages from her.
Now that I have you alone, you just attempted to talk some sense into Benjy.
Right.
What are you seeing from this chick?
I'm seeing she seems like a nice girl. I'm also seeing Benjy has a lot more feelings for her than she has for him. It's kind of like a Ganji type thing, like a friendship deal.
Yeah, they act like they're big sister.
Every girl's best friend type
Right, they
thing.
act like their older sister, like they're...
Right, exactly. And she's she's enjoying it. She's having a good time with him. Obviously, he's taking her out for dinner. He's enjoying himself, but he's trying to make it work in a different way than I think she is. She, takes him on a date, and that's the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, and first of all, for him to do that himself, to go, he's lowering himself to be like a total moron in a way. To go to sit there and watch the girl that he's dreaming about having a relationship with, being on a date with another guy. How could you put yourself through that?
It's bizarre. But do you think she's being, opportunistic? Do you think she's trying to use him at all?
No, because I don't think she's using him. Here's the reason I don't think she's using him. He pursued her.
Right.
And he's impressing her by bringing her up here, taking her on a tour, bringing him on to Jenny Hutt's show, which he shouldn't have done. He knows that. She hasn't been on this show yet. She was scheduled on this show today, and he took her and put her on another show yesterday just to impress her, to run in front of the CNN camera and carrying on just to impress her. He's making a little bit of a fool out of himself.
Do you think if he was more aloof, if he tried to be a little bit more standoffish?
I think if he tried to be a little more bad boy type, I think that's what she's more into. More than like the guy who's sweet. Because that's what she kept saying. He's too sweet. He's too sweet. He's sweet. Marianne said the same thing. A
little more skull and crossbones, a little less...
being every girl's best friend. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, hey, you don't want to hang out with me? Fuck you.
I'll find someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Now let me put some mambo on and get out of here.
Yeah, little spray and on your way.
I hear you, man. That's good advice. Hopefully he'll listen to it.
He's not going to listen. That's the problem. Benjy does not listen. He's got to find out the hard way for himself. And unfortunately, he's going to get his heart broken, probably. Feel bad for him.
What do you think? You think Benji's going to...
He's going to get hurt. He's going to hurt himself. He's actually going to hurt himself.
I tell you, the staff reaction on this, the question is he blinded by the vagina, or is she using it?
No. She's not using it.
She's being upfront, though. Yeah. She's saying, I'm not into you.
But she's an idiot. No, but she's not using him because the fact is, he brought her here.
Right.
She's not using him. He brought her to Jenny's show last night here. He brought her all around here.
He's like a yenta.
You know what it is?
He's trying to impress her, but it's not going to work that way.
When a guy knows the chick's out of his league, he goes everywhere.
Right.
I love
trying
this.
To get her contract.
He's got so many issues.
It's not going to work that way.
You guys ought to do an intervention.
Oh, please.
I try to talk to him. He won't listen. Benjy never listens to
anything. He's cocksure. What case is it?
Cockstrong.
Cockstrong.
Yeah. We're getting ready for your girl coming in. Your girlfriend's coming in. You excited?
I'm very excited.
Okay, so you might tape her sound check?
Oh, Jordana. Jorda.
You're gonna check. You're gonna do her sound check. You record it, or we'll have someone record you.
Right.
Sound check. What are you doing this for?
What do you mean?
This isn't usually the norm. Like people come in the morning of and rehearse, like all the big names and stuff. And
that's not true. We have a lot of people do sound checks.
Yeah.
I know, no, she's just more comfortable. It's like her first time. She's nervous.
Yeah.
And it makes, it's like if you were the first time you're ever using a camera, you might want to try it out for a second first.
Why doesn't she come in with her people?
She doesn't have people.
You're her people.
Well, I mean, she will have people.
All right.
Okay.
We'll take care of it. All right, you'll let us know. So all you got to do, Benj, is that's it. It's the button right over here. See?
Yeah.
You turn it on.
Really show me.
We're going to do the whole thing. That's stop and start, right? Whoever's doing it, record. And the numbers are moving.
Okay, so...
Yeah, just hit it again. But make sure, you always want to make sure the numbers are moving here.
Okay.
Matt, do you know where a battery for this is? A fresh one?
Behind that rack.
All right.
This rack.
Now, is that better than an iPhone?
What?
To record on that? Is that easier for you?
Yeah, this will be much easier for us. All right?
All right. Turn the silver button from off to on.
You just put in a Google.
Always shoot wide.
Contour HD.
You hit the start stop that to record and make sure the numbers are moving.
Right.
It's recording. The numbers are moving. Now it's recording. That's moving. So it's recording.
Okay.
Cool. Hey Lisa, this is Jason.
Hey.
Hey Jason.
Jason actually might be in here tomorrow.
Oh great.
Yeah, I will definitely be in here tomorrow.
Taking pictures.
That's come and say hi and meet you. Benjy.
Well, I mean, like indoor.
Crazy.
I know.
I'm glad you don't disappoint. Yeah. Oh, you better be here all night. I mean, you sound great.
I know.
But Benjy made. Really, you need to bring it.
I really need to bring it. I know, but this is good that sound's going in and out because if that happens, I need to be ready.
Is the sound going in and out?
Going in and out.
Yeah, it's going off and on.
Just right now?
That might be the
wireless.
Is that the wireless maybe? Because
Oh, maybe this plug wasn't in all the way. Hold on.
Could be.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, those won't be the headphones you're using tomorrow.
They're not?
I'm hoping. Oh, they are?
Yeah.
We'll make sure they're plugged in all the way.
Try now?
Okay. Yeah, because
what is it usually?
I thought they used the wired headphones.
Where would they wire them from?
I don't know.
Cause yeah, it was going like in and out. So
Continuously?
yeah.
Like off and on? You know what? The batteries probably need to be replaced in that,
Oh.
which they usually do every morning. So
I mean, I'll remind Scott tomorrow morning to triple check that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But you sound great. I'm excited. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm really excited.
Oh, cool, cool. I read your notes. Very good stuff. So it should be awesome. But Benjy, it's all about Benjy.
Interesting.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, Benji's a star.
Benjy's the star. Cool. All right. Well, have fun. Good song.
Thank you.
And I guess that's it. Benjy, need me for anything?
If you want, if you're up, she was, you know, you don't have to.
No.
Whatever he wants to do.
No, I gotta go.
He's
Okay,
I gotta
head
be here earlier tomorrow. What time are you coming in?
like 6:30.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. Awesome. Well, it's nice meeting you.
It's very nice to meet you.
Awesome. Ben, I'll see you later.
See you, man.
Chris, I'll see you later.
All right.
Chris, I'll blame Scott for anything that goes wrong. Don't worry about it.
Well done.
Does it feel good?
You know what? It felt pretty good. Even like that when that was happening, it was fine.
Okay.
Let me try that again. Well, I should do it again, right? A lot of time.
As much as you want, I'm cool. Do you want anyone else in here, like, to watch? To help?
Just gonna get a little headphone function here.
Yes, it is. Nice, man. It's like good work if you can get it. I love that you've got a camera person and a woman holding a mic. It's great.
Oh, we cover from all ends.
It's unbelievable.
So excited to be back there?
I'm thrilled. Life is good.
Life's good when you're Al Roker, right?
Life's good if you're above ground. That's what. That's the deal, you know. That's what my grandmother always said. She's not in the obituaries. She makes breakfast.
Excellent.
Unfortunately, she was in the obituaries a couple of years ago. But there you go.
All right, Al. We'll see you in there.
All right.
I know that Al Roker is going to stop by later. Not much later, probably about 10 minutes. He's got a few minutes to come in and talk to us. I always like to talk to Al Roker, a guy who's successful on television. The kind of success you want, where you don't really have to be controversial and you just make a lot of money. How much do you think a guy that makes being on the Today Show doing the weather? It's got to be high six figures, I bet. Maybe even
High
seven.
6 figures?
Al Roker or a regular guy?
Al Roker.
Al Roker.
Oh, he's making big money.
I bet he makes 7 figures a year.
Wow.
He's Al Roker.
Al Roker. I'm going to ask him how much he makes and to go over his whole last 10-year tax returns and see what he's doing.
I'm sure he's quite comfortable.
The thing is that Al Roker's got, I would say he's probably making 7 figures, and guy doesn't appear to have any.
From Willard Scott. He's a big name in weather.
I've checked a couple of sources. The rumor is he makes $1.5 million, but I think that's low.
I don't know, $1.5 million, that's a lot of money, and then he gets to go out and do, because he's not a reporter, he can go out and do, like, the Family Feud thing and all that.
That's probably why he does it.
Yeah.
He only has, what? The weatherman is not on that much.
I wonder if he has any demons, I mean, like...
He doesn't seem
I mean, the food thing, he doesn't have exactly under control, because since he got that gastric bypass, he's gained back 30 pounds. That's got to be his biggest nightmare, that he's going to gain back the weight.
What an awful thing that would be for, like, your psyche. You get that operation.
And aren't weight gains usually a result of, like, some sort of emotional upheaval?
Randy Jackson on American Idol, who had the same operation, looks like he's gaining all his weight back.
Yeah, because it doesn't fix that.
Well, Fred points out that the weight is just a symptom of something else.
Right.
You don't look at the weight and say that's the demon. The demon is causing the weight gain. What is that?
So what's the demon is what I'm asking.
What's he got to eat for?
What's his demon?
He ain't hungry.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And he's more than a weather guy too. He's like a personality, He's, but I don't know, $1.5 million. That's a lot of money. You get jaded. That's a lot of fucking
But that's
money.
network.
Yeah. Eric, you're on the air in Hoboken. I'll take a couple of calls. Go ahead.
Good morning, King Schmaltz.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Did you go by the name King Schmaltz, or was that just the name of the show?
No, that was the name of the show, but to be called King Schmaltz is a very big honor.
Thank you. So, have you ever been with a girl, Howard, really hot and heavy into it? And, Artie, you can try to answer this question, too. Really hot and heavy into it, you got to get in, if you know what I mean. Right. And she says, listen, I have herpes.
Right then?
Right, yeah. I mean, she's doing the right thing. She's not keeping it quiet.
Right. She's telling you the truth.
Yeah, but my point is, like, you're almost at the point of,
Right.
and then she goes, hold it.
She could have brought that up at dinner.
Well, that's very sweet of her, actually. But go ahead. What is your question?
The question is, have you ever, said, fuck it, just, let me fuck her anyway?
Without protection, you're saying? Did you fuck
With
her
or
with?
with-
Did you
we
fuck
know
her with protection or without?
It doesn't matter.
All right. Okay. Al Roker's here. I don't. I,
Oh, really?
'cause I know we only have a
maybe
few
we'll
minutes.
ask him about this.
Here already?
All right. I'll ask Al Roker if you'd like me to.
Well, I had a chick who gave me. I got chlamydia once, and
well, Al's
thank
here.
you,
I
Al.
don't know if you want to talk about your chlamydia. Hey,
Good
Al.
morning.
Al, have you ever had chlamydia? No, I haven't. You haven't? Hey, good to see you.
Al, you're just in time. I had chlamydia once.
Artie was about to.
on the book.
Oh,
By the way,
Al. Thank you very much.
Sorry, sir.
Al, we're talking about. Did you read Artie's book, or you just know about it?
No, I read it.
You read it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Al.
No wonder he's depressed.
Yeah.
I know. I thought, wow, there's the feel bad book of the year.
I think he's happy he's not me.
When you read this, did you get depressed? Honestly, I mean, it's a depressing book, right?
Actually, I was feeling a little bad before I read it, and then I thought, yeah, what the heck? No, life's okay.
Too fat to fish. We will push you over the edge.
As long as I'm not dead, I'm doing better than this guy.
Whatever your problems are, they're not as bad as his.
You could put Dr. Phil off the air. Just, you know what? Read Artie's book, and everything's okay.
Well, thank you, Al.
Have you ever?
He's a cure-all.
Have you ever? You were just about to have sex with a woman. You're about to get inside of her.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever been in a position where the woman would turn to you?
Yeah.
And then say, "Look, I have an STD. I have herpes, or something like that." Has this ever happened?
It has not.
And it mean either.
No, I did get a little nervous when I had an easy pass, but other than that, it's no.
It's better than a woman saying, I have a penis.
Did you have?
Well, we've all been there.
Did you have a period of time in your career where you were, I'm going back now, before you were married,
right?
That you got to have a lot of fun because you're the weatherman on the Today Show. In other words, is it that kind of...
because you're the weatherman. No, it's not what you.
That's
people,
not a sexy.
They're not going. Oh, you are the weatherman.
No, that's not true. Because any guy who has a high-profile job, and we just figured you're good for 7 figures. We figured about you're a millionaire, right?
He laughs at you. It's 8 figures.
No. You're mistaking me for Katie Couric. No.
Are you not a millionaire?
No.
Is
Get
that
out
true?
Of here, Al.
I don't know. What's a millionaire? I don't know.
Are you worth? Is your net your assets? I mean, let's take your house out of it.
Okay.
Could you get your hands on $1 million cash?
Yeah, with a mask and a gun?
No, I mean, come on. You wouldn't do that.
Who knows? You read Artie's book and you think, what the heck?
We read that you make $1.5 million a year, minimally. Now, maybe it's more, but this was old information.
I have no idea.
And that would make sense to me. That you make $1.5 million at least a year because you're on a network show that's very successful.
You're very high profile.
Right.
It's $1 million contract. It's $1 a year for 1 million years.
No,
no. Look, I get paid very fairly by NBC.
Right.
And that's
how often do you negotiate your contract? Every 5 years?
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
And do they when you sit down? What is the bargaining chip? I mean, do you have other offers from ABC and CBS? Is that the way it goes?
I don't play those games. It's like, look, do you want to do a deal? Let's do a deal.
You never say to them, listen, I'm sure CBS has come to you at one point and said, we need a little magic from the Today Show.
You've taken meetings, haven't you?
No, I don't do that.
You never took a meeting with
I had a meeting once with Mel Karmazin when he was at CBS, just to say hello.
Right.
But that's because I just found him an interesting guy.
So the negotiation goes, hey, NBC says
I'm not even in the room. I don't even go.
No, but NBC says, here's what we're going to pay you, and you put up with it, or do you ever argue
Things
the
go
point?
back and forth.
They do.
Sure.
Okay.
Come on. It's
you
a
try to
negotiation.
get something.
Of course. So a box of Ritz crackers, something.
But women are attracted to a successful man, and I would imagine that just being on television, having a high-profile career, you get invited to a lot of things. You have friends that are celebrities.
I get invited. We don't go out that much. I mean,
understood. But I'm talking about there had to be a period of time.
Were single.
But you got to remember, when I was single, I wasn't on the Today Show.
Oh no!
Yeah,
I was
doing local news. So.
Was it a mind-blowing dream for you when Willard Scott? I mean, there was a point where Willard Scott looked like he'd be there for the next million years. When Willard Scott started to slow down, they started to determine that he wasn't as hot as he used to be.
Actually, and this is a true story.
Yeah.
Willard was the one who decided he wanted to step back.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's on the Today Show twice a week.
Is he? Yeah,
he does 100. Yeah, I know. That's right. Yeah, you don't have.
I'm here.
Where are the monitors? Why aren't you watching TV?
We should be.
Come on.
But Willard is still around.
Yeah, he does the 100-year-old birthdays. Twice a week.
But it was a dream come true when you got that gig. That's the gig of a lifetime.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, when I got to New York, and you remember because we had WNBC and Robin. When I got to do weekends at WNBC. I thought, you know what? This is the greatest. Maybe Frank Field might leave in 4 or 5 years, and I might get, the early show during the week. So. God's honest truth, the Today Show wasn't even on my radar.
Right. You didn't say, oh, this is my ambition.
Yeah, please.
You were just happy to...
I was so thrilled. The first time, because I don't know if you remember Live at 5, Don Pardo would be there, doing the announcing.
Yeah.
And the first time he said, Al Roker with the weather. I thought, this is it.
How did you get that job? I mean, was your ambition to be a newsman?
No, my ambition, to be perfectly honest, I did not plan to be on TV. I really didn't. I was going to be a producer or a director, something like that, a writer. And at the end of my sophomore year in college at SUNY Oswego, they were looking for a weekend weatherman, and my department chairman, who had told me I had, God's honest truth, I had the perfect face for radio, put me up for a job doing weekend weather at WHEN in Syracuse, New York.
That's a TV station?
It's a TV station.
You were a sophomore in college.
At the end of my sophomore year.
And a professor says to you, go try out for this job as a weatherman.
I did a tape at school. He took it down for me because he worked part-time at the station.
That's a miracle. I mean, how many guys a sophomore in college get any kind of job? And
Do you
didn't
stay in touch with that guy?
Unfortunately, he passed away last year, just about a month, right around the same time my mom passed. And he was just this guy, Lou O'Donnell, Dr. Lou O'Donnell.
If it wasn't for him, you might never have even thought to do this.
Not even. It wouldn't have even been on my radar.
And you went down there and you passed the audition right away.
Did the audition. The guy gave me the job. I was making $10 a newscast on the weekend.
Were you awful? You were the newscaster.
I was the weatherman.
I was the weatherman. Were you awful at it?
I wasn't good.
Did you have an affect? Were you like trying to find? I know I was horrible on the air.
I was kind of like just kind of doing funny stuff, but
not nervous.
Yeah, I was nervous in the beginning, but after a while, I mean, I think one of the things is you forget after a while you're on TV or you're on radio. Right. You're just you.
Yeah, but that happened rather rapidly.
Look, me was at that time a 19-year-old college sophomore, so how good could that be?
So when you did this, you said, hey, maybe I can make a career out of this?
Well, you know what? I was thinking I'm going to do this until I can get a real job directing or doing something like that.
Right.
And then I got a job in Washington, D.C., which is where I
right out of Syracuse.
Yeah,
you sent the tape?
6 months after I graduated. A guy, one of my competitors, sent the tape to a friend to get me out of the market.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Which was nice. I was like, hey, I wasn't even looking for a job. And
were you that popular? In other words, had you really caught on with people?
Yeah, but I was in Syracuse,
But you were still in college, right? So when you showed up...
Yeah, I graduated...
When you showed up at a sophomore year in college, and you're now the local weather guy who's a big deal... You weren't getting tons of women?
You're a celebrity on
you know
campus.
what? Because nobody watched, none of the college students, nobody watched TV.
Yeah, but that's big news.
Yeah, but they didn't.
There's no sophomore that gets a job like that.
Nobody cared. I wasn't a jock. I was driving down 40 miles down to Syracuse doing my thing.
Were you struggling with your weight at that point?
Oh yeah,
always your whole life.
Always my whole life.
Were you obese as a child?
You know what? It's funny. What you think of as obese. You always have this idea of what you are, and then I look at the pictures. And, well, geez, I wasn't that fat.
But you thought you were.
But I thought I was.
And it almost leads to you getting fatter because you go, I'm just fat.
What the hell? I'm fat.
And were you so it was kind of like you? Did you have a giant afro at some point?
I never had a giant afro. I mean, in college I had a little bit of an afro, but my hair was already starting to recede.
I see.
Yeah.
And then you shaved your head.
I just, cut it down. I mean,
when your hair went, were you devastated, or
no,
you didn't care? You look good bald. It doesn't make a difference to you. Who cares?
I'm a black guy. We all look good bald.
Were you ever a black radical?
Right?
Did you ever join the Black Panther
That's what
Party?
I say. That's what Artie said.
You're such a
radical?
Yeah. Were you ever radical? Did you ever have the glove, the fist, nothing?
No.
Never got into any of that.
I mean, look, I didn't have enough hair to even put the pick in the back. You had a bigger afro than I did.
I had a red, black, and green afro pick.
There you go.
I was way on top.
That folding one?
The folding. Yes, I used it as a weapon. So
because I'm sure there were a lot of pick fights in Long Island.
Oh yes. Well, actually, where I grew up, there were people would use those as a.
Oh, that's great.
On Long Island, where I grew up, everybody had an afro pick.
Fight.
You never heard of a pick fight?
Heard that.
In school, my school, I went to Roosevelt, which is an all-black school.
Yes.
We had afro picks, and people would actually use them as
weapons. They would gore each other with afro picks.
There was nothing wrong with that. It was perfectly acceptable.
People were coming into the emergency room with these little 8-pronged stab
We got another
wounds.
pick stabbing coming in.
It seems like a perfect life. I mean, do you have any demons? We were discussing. So when you were eating a lot,
yeah,
there has to be a demon behind that. There has to be something that really troubled you. Did you ever go into therapy to find out what that was?
No, before you have the gastric bypass, you actually have to have some sort of counseling.
Therapy?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so to make sure you're not crazy. Right. And
they must have lightened up on that.
Yeah, they really did. They just, she went out for a burger. While
they want to make sure that your expectations aren't too high, or that you're just not going to undermine the surgery.
No, and
now they want to make sure you are crazy.
Yeah, that's right. Because who else is going to? Only a crazy person going to have somebody actually come in and rearrange your insides.
It is nutty, right?
It's crazy, But
you were in dire straits.
Yeah, look, I've struggled with this my entire life, and at a certain point, it becomes this. You say, okay, I'm going to lose weight. I'm not losing weight. Oh, what the heck? I'm just going to eat.
Right.
Then you hate yourself because you're gaining weight. So, well, how are you going to feel better? Well, let me have another burger.
You gained 30 pounds from your original gastric bypass,
which was 7 years ago.
Did that scare the hell out of you?
No, actually, because look, I've got this range where I am now. I'm never going to be, back where I was. It's physically not possible.
Why do you say that?
You know what? Because I have when I eat way too much.
Right.
I feel horrible. I mean, I get nauseous. I will not go into the details.
But you do that every once in a while.
No, but so far and few in between times now that it's not.
You mean you get nauseous because of the gastric bypass? Because it doesn't allow you to really
to go hog wild anymore.
Right, good.
I mean, you just can't.
So when you gain back to 30 pounds, you start to have nightmares. Oh my God, I'm going to return.
No, because it's not like it all. I woke up one morning and it was like, oh, hey, where'd that come from?
Right.
It was kind of gradual. And I know it, but I go.
But do
I
you
have
find yourself looking at people who have had gastric bypass and have been unsuccessful? For example, Carney Wilson, who had it, is back to being huge again.
But she didn't have babies, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Randy Jackson, American Idol. I watched that show. He is getting heavy again. I mean, he's getting really heavy again.
I haven't seen it.
I think he is. Am I wrong, Robin?
I don't watch the show, but I have noticed him from time to time, and I think he has put on some weight. But
which is actually
common.
natural.
It's
okay.
common.
It's not
But
unusual.
I think he's gaining a lot of weight. That's the scary part of
What's
this.
the statistic,
Maybe.
Al?
You know what? I don't know.
It should be pretty high of recidivism.
Well, look, it's less than if you don't have it done, but it's still there's a recidivism.
So I get the feeling you never had the wild sexual years. Part of becoming famous and being successful like you are, you never had the orgy scene. You never had two girls at one time.
No.
Do you feel like you missed out on something?
No, because I don't multitask well.
Are you not that sexual?
I can't. No, I have no drive.
You told me you never watch porn. Was that because you want to keep your image squeaky clean?
No, I just I always am worried that somebody's going to, oh, look, here's his rental records. Here he's watching.
Well,
porn.
what would be so wrong with you?
Nothing
with
wrong.
Al Roker admitting
nothing wrong with it. I would rather see a good comedy than bad porn. Yeah.
So you don't get worked there. You don't want to see anybody naked.
I would rather see Kevin James and Paul and Paul Blart.
Did you see that movie?
I did. It's
Was
very
it funny? I haven't seen it.
Very funny. And look, your kids are older now. I mean, I got my middle girl is 10 and my baby boy is 6. So I'm in the middle of that. By the way, if you've got small kids, do not take them to see Coraline. That is a dark movie.
Oh, it's scary.
Woo!
A lot of these cartoons are scary. Were the kids scared when they saw that?
My older one wasn't, but my younger boy was.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's a frightening movie. Wow.
And now,
I can't believe I'm on Howard Stern talking about Coraline.
But what is it? That's a tough thing. Now, because you're successful and rich, do you live mostly in a white neighborhood or a black neighborhood?
I live in a Filipino neighborhood.
No, the reason I ask that is it hard for your kids who are black to meet other black kids?
Actually, they go to a private school here on the east side, but that has a very, very diverse population. In that, in my daughter's class, the kids, about 40% of the kids are non-white.
There is some diversity at the top now, Howard.
Is there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But that's an issue for you, right? You don't want your kids to feel like they're the one black kid in the sea of white
and the good
faces.
news is they're not. There are more kids. There are more kids of color in her school than there are in the public school in our district.
Right. So so
better get her in that public school.
Yeah.
They need help.
That's right.
So, Al, you went ahead and you made another one of these DEA type shows.
Yes.
Al has a successful series going He's branching out.
Yes,
he
he's a
can't just do the
producer.
weather. He always wanted to be a producer anyway. And first of all, I should mention you were the host of the Celebrity Family Feud, which
Yes.
I'm very jealous of. I would like that job.
Oh, it's a great gig. It's a
I
dream
would play
come
it
true.
straight. I would just go on there.
You'd be good on that.
I would, yeah, but people are afraid of me. You see, it would be very hard
But
to
you
get.
have to
celebrities.
take a chance.
You had Kathy Lee Gifford's family.
Yes, we
on.
did.
And
Who did they bring?
Cody, Cassidy, Frank.
How old is Frank now?
Oh,
Frank
my
is
God.
700 years old?
About 76, I think.
Wow.
And he was able to
Yeah,
keep
he
it
was
together?
great. He was fun.
You like Kathy Lee?
I do. I find her amusing.
Well, you guys are working together.
Yeah,
now
she's on the fourth hour of the Today Show.
Well, you're not working with her, though, are you?
No, I see her in the makeup room.
Is she not doing well with the ratings? You
No,
watch
actually,
that.
the show's doing fine.
I thought I read that it was not doing
No,
well.
it's doing fine.
It's doing okay.
Yeah.
They'll
yeah.
keep Kathy Lee
Oh,
there.
absolutely. Absolutely.
I watch it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
They have to learn to ask a few questions once in a while and stop with all the shtick.
Well, it's evolving.
Is it?
It's evolving.
All right. So when you have on a Kathy Lee and she goes up, let's say, against Joan Rivers' family or
Right.
something, it's a lot of plastic surgery in the room. Do you comment on that, but you don't say anything controversial? You're always nice.
Yeah, you don't comment on the people's physical.
You never bring up, a couple of years ago, Frank and Kathy Lee had marital problems.
That wasn't one of the questions. What do you say?
Yeah, it's not really.
100 people
You
were
know,
asked.
yeah.
He received anal sex.
You
read it. You do not read that?
I try not to.
You didn't know that he received anal?
I didn't know about that. No, and I don't. I probably won't bring that up.
Well,
today.
he asked for it. I don't know if he got it.
asked for anal. He did not get it. You don't say to Kathy Lee.
If it's not in the notes, I'm not going to bring it up.
You would not bring that up.
No, it's not that. It's a family show.
But
it's on at 8 o'clock.
Do you ever get tempted to say, Kathy Lee?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go for the big interview. I know you know how to play it down the line, and that's what keeps you going. But the fact of the matter, don't you just say, Kathy, how'd you feel when Frank wanted the anal? I mean, do you ever try to slip one of them?
Did you finally
No
give
pun
in
intended.
and give him
Right.
anal?
Do you see why my career gets sabotaged? Because I can't resist those
He would
questions.
be asking that on Family Feud.
Yeah,
I would.
and they're thinking, okay, we're not going to use this episode. not so much.
Can we see anal? Number one answer.
No.
But that's a great gig.
Yeah.
Is that
Show me the Lincoln Tunnel. Okay, no.
Is that very good? Is that a high-paying job to host the
No,
Family
it's not.
Feud? It is not.
It's not.
Why do you keep getting these low pay?
I
Why
don't
can't
know.
you get a high-paying job?
I've got 100 low-paying jobs. I just need one good high-paying job.
High-paying jobs, like Regis does Millionaire and gets millions of dollars. Why would Family Feud?
Because Millionaire at the time was, just a huge network show. I mean, it saved ABC. It put it on the map.
Do you think that other people who work on the Today Show, like Matt Lauer, who's a news guy supposedly,
Right.
yeah, and I know Matt, but he can't go out and do Family Feud. He's not allowed contractually.
Yeah.
Because
but
you're the
Meredith
weatherman.
Vieira is doing Millionaire.
Because Meredith Vieira was doing that
Yeah, she was
prior
doing
to
that
joining the
before.
Today
She
Show.
couldn't do it now, you're thinking?
Probably
Well,
not.
if she had come here to do the Today Show and then somebody had offered her Millionaire, probably not.
Oh.
Isn't it a bit of a joke? I mean, to make a distinction between the weatherman and the news reader, it's all showbiz.
It is. Look, the funny thing is, it was kind of carved out when Willard had the job.
Right.
The irony is, I couldn't do commercials when I was on local news.
Right.
And then when I got on the Today Show,
You're okay to
oh,
do
by
it.
the way, you can do a commercial. Well, okay, great.
Right. So isn't it kind of strange that, in a way, maybe even Matt Lauer and all these guys are jealous of your career because you get to do other things and you get to make additional money? That's what it's about,
No,
isn't it?
I don't think so. They make good
They
money.
don't make great money.
What do you think Matt Lauer's
What does Matt
making?
get? Do you ever you know. Okay. Al, stop it. You never looked into what Matt Lauer's
No,
making. That's a lie.
You know why? You know why? Here's the deal. Because you go down that road, and there's no turning back.
Hold it a second. Your agent doesn't go looking into that and say, hey.
He probably has comparables. He
Sure.
knows. But I don't want to know how much my coworkers are making. I mean, look, everybody has an idea, but
All right. What's your idea?
What is your idea? No.
When you say everyone has an idea, everyone doesn't have an idea.
Well,
You
everybody
have
who
an
works
idea.
in the business has
What would
an
you
idea.
guess Matt Lauer makes?
He dresses nicely.
Give
I'm
me
sure
a
it's
guess. Give me a
I'm
guess.
not giving
Give me
you
your
a
best
I am
guesstimate.
not giving you you a guess.
Why?
Because I got to go back across the street and work.
But it's a
with him.
guess.
I don't care.
You see, you're not saying anything. Yes, go ahead, Fred.
According to IMDb or Wikipedia, whichever you choose.
Which Al is on every 5 minutes. Yes, go ahead.
What's the update?
Al's going to really be going crazy now. 13,500,000 annually.
Oh,
that's why you overeat
annually.
But that's why he doesn't need another job.
That's right.
All right, 13 million. Okay. What does it say on IMDb that Al Roker makes? Who's been there
that's
longer
what I
than
found out so far was like the 1.3, 1.5 area.
I wouldn't.
What?
I don't.
Aren't you as much a part of the success of the Today Show as Matt
I am.
Lauer?
Look, I am not saying that either.
More
No, not more. I mean,
Equally.
Look, here's the deal. Anything you read in the paper is either wildly underinflated or overinflated, and I can tell you that.
Oh, so you are saying
so he's making 26 million.
The best of your knowledge, 13 million is inaccurate.
So
You've checked
making,
it out.
He's making 26 million. You're making 80 grand a year.
Do not believe for a minute that Al Roker hasn't looked into this thing in a big way. You know,
He's putting the best face on this.
He's pulling an A-Rod is what he's doing right now.
I have never taken steroids.
I believe you.
Although I do have large breasts, but I have never
By the way,
steroids.
I was looking at the pictures of A-Rod this morning with his shirt off. They have a lot of them now because he announced he did steroids. He had forgive me for saying this, but he has bitch tits. He has.
I was shocked at the lack of definition here.
Yeah, he has breasts. Is that what steroids do?
I guess that's what so I'm told.
Yeah, you've never
do you
worked
hit
out
better?
with steroids.
No.
You've never tried.
Oh yeah, I look like doing.
Do you work out at all? Do you go to the gym?
I do.
Be a slender guy.
You got to, right? You got to stay in shape.
I mean, I work out. I didn't do it this morning, but I work out before I come in.
How's the marriage going? Everything good?
Great.
Yeah, really? The kids are okay?
Kids are good. My oldest girl's in culinary arts school.
Oh, no kidding.
Providence. She wants to be a chef. So.
Oh, that's great.
Let me ask you something. Now, you talked about those occasional binges. What do you eat when you want to go crazy?
Either vanilla ice cream or French fries.
Really?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, which are
Did you
both
ever try
just
dunking them in?
What? Dunking them in ice?
Yeah.
That's right.
Artie, you dunk them in.
French fries dunked in vanilla ice cream.
You should see what Artie eats during the show.
You haven't lived.
You would be in heaven. You would be in heaven. All right, I know we're running out of time, so I want to make sure I get to this.
Yeah, why is Al subjecting himself to this today?
First of all, Al produced a show for Spike TV. He came in here when he produced the first one. And the series DEA, Drug Enforcement Agency, this is the show. It follows the Drug Enforcement Administration agents as they bust drug dealers in Newark, New Jersey. Now,
don't come in here one of these days. You're not going to have people busting through this door, are you?
No.
Yeah. Now,
wait, in Newark? I got to be careful.
Isn't that where you score your heroin?
No. You're ridiculous.
He does.
He goes to Englewood.
Absolutely.
No,
Newark, Delaware.
Oh, yeah, I know you go to Delaware.
I don't go anywhere, Howard. Let's move on.
Anybody on the Today Show a heroin addict?
No.
No.
You haven't lived. You haven't lived until you've worked with one.
I see Matt scratching every once in a while.
No, but here's the thing. The first one you did, you said that Newark was the... how did you put it? The most dangerous city in America.
I told you, Newark
Blacks.
Blacks. I'll put them up against Roosevelt Black.
No, I don't think so. One of the most dangerous cities in America. You called it that.
Right.
And when you called it that, you got into some trouble. Newark didn't like that.
It was a promo.
Okay. So you had nothing to do.
I didn't write the promo. That said, we amended the promo because, look, the city of Newark has had a tremendous turnaround, and part of that turnaround has been the fight.
People turn around and leave.
Not true. Mayor Cory Booker has done a terrific job there.
Tough job.
And law enforcement has worked really hard, and the DEA is part of that turnaround. So, if people watch the show, I think they're going to see these are people that are trying to clean up this area.
They really are. It's very difficult. In fact, I did a pay-per-view special out of Newark, and the mayor was actually at the time Sharp James was very grateful that I did it in Newark because they needed money and they needed to have people come in and not be afraid to do it. And we said at the front of the show, the carjacking capital of the world, which it was at the time. And
oh God, you couldn't park anywhere near there.
People went berserk. I said, look, it's the truth.
It's a war zone.
Newark's tough.
Remember what used to happen at the airport? You'd go, leave your car, and then you come back and take a cab home.
Yeah,
well, that's true.
So, if you're trying to get rid of a car, at the time, it was a great place.
So you weren't saying anything wrong, but it kind of undermined the spirit of the people of Newark.
It did, and so we changed it. And you know what? God bless.
There's one safe section in Newark, the Ironbound down neck section, because that's where I used to go when I was a longshoreman to eat lunch. all the paisans still take care of you over there. That's why. You know.
Well, who knows?
Nobody fucks
What
with
is it,
anybody.
Gary?
You know, just looking, I didn't realize I'm looking at this thing for Al Roker Entertainment. You know, he produces like 50 shows.
Is that right, Al?
Yeah, I'm
You
looking.
got 50 shows
Are these
now?
first of all,
not all at the same
50
time.
shows.
Not all at the same
Like
time.
Dick Clark.
Okay, look at this. First of all, he's got about 17 shows on the Food Network.
All right, that's good.
Bahama Reunion, Big Bad Barbecue Show, all that stuff.
I used to feel bad for you on that barbecue show because I know Al was struggling with his weight.
Sure.
And you had the operation.
Yep.
And I tune in the barbecue show, and you're tasting everything. And that barbecue is very fattening.
Actually, the barbecue is not fattening.
What is fattening?
It's the sides that kill you.
And the sauces.
Yeah, but for example, like the way I like my ribs, it's a dry rub. There's, you know, and most of the fat is rendered off in the slow cooking process.
Yeah, I do the dry rub too.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, but you would feel bad for Al now when he was all over the Food Channel and he'd had the operation.
Well, that was like porno for Al.
Yeah, that's
it
my
was tough.
porno. You know what?
Does Al produce the Porn Olympics? Is that one of the shows? No,
but he did. He
One
did.
of his sports shows.
He did the Whoopi Goldberg biography for A&E.
The lingerie bowl.
Are you good friends with Whoopi?
I like Whoopi. Yeah.
Here's one of my personal favorites for Lifetime: Intimate Portrait, Judge Judy. He produced that.
No kidding.
Yeah.
An intimate portrait.
Yes.
What did you learn?
It was very intimate.
Did you learn anything?
I had sex with her.
I'm very
You
intimate.
did have sex
I
with her.
did.
I knew you did.
I did.
And she did not have herpes or anything.
No, she was great.
When you had Family Feud and you had this Kim Kardashian on, is she really a celebrity? I guess she is, huh?
Yeah. I mean, people were asking me, what was she like? What was she like? I mean, I didn't even know her.
Find yourself attracted to her at all?
She was a very attractive woman.
Big buttocks?
Actually, not as big as Ice-T's wife.
Oh, yes. Coco.
Coco.
Oh, Ice-T and the family were on,
they were
too,
on.
yeah.
Coco was like a cartoon character.
Yes.
She's
Right,
like
yeah.
Jessica Rabbit come to life.
You can see. I've seen her from down the block in the neighborhood. You can see her from like 100 yards
It's
away.
amazing. The shock
You can
waves
see
from
her
when
on
her buttocks
satellite.
moves. Amazing.
Hey Howard, there's just a couple other shows.
Did you have Dog the Bounty Hunter on Family Feud?
No. Yes, we
You
did. We did.
Were you offended by him? He did say something racist. Did you
He
work
did.
that out with him?
Look, you know what? I said everybody's worth a second chance.
Was the black daughter-in-law in the family? When
She
you
was not at that moment.
That would have been a good family.
That would have been a great
That's a
family.
family
That's
feud.
hot.
Yeah, we put cameras in the dressing room to see what happened.
I'd like to see that one.
Oh, you got to bring them back.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gary.
Here's another one I love. For E! Entertainment, he did Uncovered: The Hidden Lives of Miss USA.
No, that's
Yeah,
good stuff.
That was good.
And then what is this show about? First of all, what's We TV? I never heard of it.
Women's entertainment.
Yeah.
First Ladies of Jamaica.
Yes, it was. Well, it's a series on first ladies of a country. So the first one is Jamaica. We're doing Carla Bruni of France.
See, that's
And,
interesting to me.
These are all his shows, Howard.
Wow,
He's got a
that's
ton of
pretty good.
shows.
Very impressive resume.
Well, thank you.
I got to say. So the DEA show, which
Yes.
is the one you're here, the first one did very, very well.
It did. It did.
Good enough that now they've turned it into a regular thing?
Well, this is the second season. We're hoping after this airs, that all your listeners are watching tonight and goes through the roof, and we do season 3.
You go back into Newark?
We may go to another city. It depends.
Right, but tonight is Newark?
Tonight's Newark. The next 9 episodes, we're in northern New Jersey.
And you will be sitting with the DEA, and they will go and bust people.
They bust people. They get people to flip, to give up the person above them.
Right.
And that's how they work up the ladder.
That's always interesting.
Yeah, and these two agents who run these groups, what's interesting is they've known each other since they were in first grade. You know, they're like childhood buddies.
Do you think the other agents get jealous that they get to be celebrities and the other ones don't?
You know, here's the thing. We go into an office and we basically ask who wants to be on and who doesn't. So the ones who
Did you get trampled at first when you
no,
first asked that question?
you know, we had to kind of convince most of them to be on. I don't think anybody really wanted to be on.
Does this compromise their ability to actually do the job?
No,
when the
because
cameras
we're
aren't
not showing anything that isn't kind of public knowledge, any investigative techniques. Any undercover agents' identities are concealed. Confidential informants' identities are concealed. You know, we really work very hard at
that's a lot to put together.
And the DEA takes a look at it before we send it out.
How long does it take you? You probably shoot hundreds of hours.
100 hours for every hour you see.
Wow.
Wow. How long does it take to edit that thing?
We've got like 4 or 5 editors working on every episode.
4 or 5 editors, and it must take forever to make a story out of that and to chop it down.
Well, we've got terrific. The guy who was here last time, Russell Muth, and we got a guy, Alex Eastberg, who's running, who kind of is the story editor,
right.
And Jeff Sells, who's a great field producer. So they're all in their craft in this thing, and then we've got these great editors who are all putting it together. We're actually editing it in Los Angeles.
So they're basically seeing what's going on, and they're sort of crafting the story in their head, and then the editors have to go
You never
pull
appear
it.
on the show? We'll never see Al
you won't
Roker
see me.
pushing a perp to the ground and cuffing him?
Yeah, that would be great.
I would love to see you.
I know you would. By the way, the DEA wants, if you want to, you can go on a ride-along.
No kidding.
Oh, my
Yes.
God. You don't want to do that, Howard.
Why would I do that?
Why wouldn't you do that?
How great would it be if you arrested me?
You've been in a pit fight in Roosevelt, Long Island.
No, let me tell you something.
Oh, my
I'm looking to
goodness.
avoid conflict. I can only see
You're
things,
looking to avoid conflict.
Yes, I could see things going horribly wrong. Sitting like I could see getting killed.
Right, you
These
guys.
guys-
Come on. It'll be great to put on the DEA vest. Come on.
Come on, are you crazy?
I'll go with you. It'll be great.
Hey, can I go out? Will they
No.
take me? No, come on.
They'll bust you.
No, I want to,
It's ridiculous.
You should combine shows in the middle of a bus to a dry rub or something.
Well, look, what do I know?
Cooking and cops show. Okay.
Bust out a barbecue.
Let me tell you something, Al Roker. I always like seeing you. I like to hear about these successful people like you who go ahead, they produce shows, they're doing the weather, they're doing it all. I like to hear about your weight loss, your weight gain. I like for some reason I'm very, very fascinated by all this.
Al's one of those guys that when you see is what you get. Like everyone, my mother and everybody, the few times Al's been in here, they say he seems like such a great guy on TV. What's he like? And I go, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's like,
But how do we know he's a great guy?
I think he is.
that could be.
I think he's genuine.
An SOB. That's
Well,
the question.
have you ever-
Where
look,
is
we-
he?
Have you ever done anything wrong?
Look,
Have you beaten
here's
your
the thing.
wife? Have
Like,
you-
for example, this whole
yeah,
Christian,
oh my
this whole
God.
Christian Bale thing.
Right.
You know what? Not that I'm condoning it or anything like that, but you don't know. It was all taken out of context. From what I understand, this guy had screwed up a number of times,
right?
And he finally snapped. Was it right? No, but
No.
I mean,
Do you ever have a breakdown like that, a meltdown?
I wouldn't go that far, but I've lost it.
You've
Sure.
yelled at people?
Oh gosh, yes.
When are we going to hear that?
I was
You're
going to
never
say,
gonna-
can somebody get us the footage?
No, I mean,
Did you ever hit Deborah, your wife?
No.
Oh,
No.
stop.
No.
Oh,
Because, I mean,
She smacked me around a little bit.
I
But
think she can take it.
yeah,
but-
please. She's got
wonder-
sick arms. She really
Do you
does.
think 10 years from now we'll find out you had a secret family, like a second family?
No,
Like that guy
no.
from CBS, Charles
Charles
Carroll.
Carroll.
You
No.
think that'll ever happen?
Crazy.
No.
he was on the road too
No,
much.
look,
I feel there's got to be a demon.
here's the
in
deal.
you.
I had to have IVF. I had to use IVF for my two kids. So it's and my other daughter.
Did you really?
adopted. Yeah.
You were not able to conceive a child
no.
through your sperm?
What is
No.
going on?
Who knows? Slow swimmers. What the heck?
Did you go to a
No,
fertility specialist?
no, we just talked to them and convinced them to get going a little better.
We got them a swimming coach.
You've just revealed something here.
Yeah.
Your children were
No,
conceived.
this is nothing. It's nothing. No, I wrote about it in my first book. Don't make me stop this car. No,
You didn't adopt kids. You
well, my oldest girl is adopted.
Oh, you adopted
yeah,
your first child.
yeah. and then Nikki and Leela were conceived.
Does
by
your
IVF.
adopted child feel less loved by you than the other two? In other
I
words,
don't
does she
think
ever?
so.
Doesn't she have an issue where she goes, "Oh, you love them better"? Whenever
No, I
she
don't
fights
think
with
so.
you, she
I don't
goes,
think so. No.
"You love them better. They're your real children."
No, she finds them annoying just because they're little brothers and sisters.
Did she ever say to you, "I want to go find my real mother and father, my biological"?
I don't want to. I don't. That's that's her.
That's her thing.
That's her thing.
Would
and I
that
don't wanna-
offend you
I
if-
don't-
if you
no,
had-
not at all. If she wanted to, I would do whatever I could to help her do it.
I would be like, you are grateful.
No. You know what? Look, I'm the
her.
oldest of 6, and 3 of my brothers and sisters are adopted. And you know what?
So you're used to this.
It's not a big deal.
What if she goes to look for her biological father and finds out I am her biological father? Would that upset you?
No, actually, it would vaguely make a lot of sense.
It would. She's been behaving like me.
A lot of sense. Oh my God.
Do you? So the other 2 children, you decided to go to a fertility specialist.
Yes.
So when you went there, were you nervous? I know they make you masturbate into a cup. Is that correct?
Actually, it's a thermos for me.
Into a thermos.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice. Bragging.
Were you nervous when? Here you are, Al Roker, you're a famous guy.
Here's I can cut to the chase for you. My biggest nervous part is it wasn't going to work.
No, but wait a second.
No,
you go to the doctor,
right,
and now you have to masturbate.
Uh-huh.
So you did look at pornography because they put in the room, did they not? Magazines.
Yeah, but you know what? I can't. I'm not good at doing 2 things at once.
I don't believe that.
So I know.
You're a guy.
I'm telling you, I did not know.
You mean you closed your eyes and imagined something? In other words, you used your own imagination.
Exactly.
You're a creative guy.
That's right.
And was there pressure? Because there's somebody standing outside the door.
Right.
Saying, where's that cup?
They give you an hour. 2.
Really?
Yeah.
But how long did you stay in the room?
Well, given my predilection, it was only about 30 seconds.
Is that true?
No,
you were able to come that fast, even being with a nurse standing.
I don't know. Who's counting?
Does your wife go with you? Does she say, "I'll help you out. I'll use my hand"?
No.
Because you would want her to create.
Sometimes it's a pain in the ass. It's make more pressure. You can do it faster yourself. I know for me, I can get it done.
You're in a foreign environment, very clinical.
But wouldn't you want your wife? In other words, like if you're looking at porn, it's weird that someone else, another woman, created that orgasm.
But Al, wait a second.
Yes.
I got to understand this. I've never gone and given a sperm donation, so to speak. You go there, they have to analyze the sperm. Before they even do anything, they got to find out, do you have enough sperm?
What's going on? What's
okay,
happening?
right. You go in. They say to you, Mr. Roker.
Yes.
Do you worry that there might be a camera or something like these people want a picture of a famous person masturbating?
I wasn't until now.
I'm saying.
Now I'm thinking maybe there's a video somewhere.
Could you imagine?
Thanks a lot.
And you did not feel the least bit inhibited.
No.
Being Al Roker, masturbating.
You trusted the
and
doctor
when you walk out, I'm being serious now because I think a lot of guys would be afraid to do this.
Dropping loads.
Right. When you take the
little cup.
When you take is it a cup?
Yeah, it's a cup.
You walk out, you hand it to the woman and say, Here
you go.
Wow.
It's in a bag. You put it in a paper bag. You have your name on it, and here you go.
And it stays good? What do they got to do with
they're
it?
taking it right across
Yeah,
the hall.
they analyze it. They refrigerate
when
it.
they analyzed it, what did they say? You don't have a lot of sperm?
No, they say it's there. It's just low motility. They don't swim very well.
Oh, wow. You actually have a disability in a sense.
As it were.
Wow.
Well, remember, Al Campana said we couldn't swim, so.
No, but you're don't listen to him.
Or think.
So then they bring your wife in. They inject her with the sperm.
Well, no.
It's in a test
it's in a they inject the
dish.
sperm into an embryo and into an egg that they've harvested. Boom.
And then they implant.
Fertilize it, make sure it's viable, and then they
implant it into Deborah.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
It is.
Has there ever been mistakes where they
Plus, I had to give her hormone shots. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yep.
Have there ever been mistakes where like a Chinese kid comes out like they actually...
Yeah, there was a famous one.
Remember
the black and white kid?
Yeah, had a black and a white kid.
Yeah.
Were you nervous about that at all?
I was hoping that there would be a mistake so that maybe so that the kids would have a better shot at looking good.
Wow.
What about?
I didn't know that you were that you had masturbated in a doctor's office.
There you go. You have new respect for me now.
And you take off all your clothes?
No, you don't take off your clothes.
What did you do?
Can't you do it at home? Can't you do it at home?
You actually you can.
And then rush in.
And then it has to be in within a half hour.
You could do that.
My cousin did this and gave birth to a zebra.
There you go.
You know what sucks about Al not having those years of banging a lot of chicks is he wouldn't have had to worry about getting someone pregnant.
He would have had a fun time.
That's why I know there are no other kids running around.
What did you think about that day when you were masturbating in the doctor's office? What was your fantasy, if I may?
I really don't remember.
French fries and vanilla ice cream.
When you masturbate, do you think about women from the Today Show that you might have worked with? Like, let's say Katie Couric or
Ann Curry.
Nancy Snyderman.
That would be a great headline if you could just say you've masturbated to Katie Couric.
Katie Couric would be a hate
Give me
fuck.
that little bit of information.
Katie Couric helped me have children.
Yeah, Katie is really part of my children's lives.
Kathy Lee.
If only Sarah Palin had been on the scene at that point.
Did you find her attractive, Sarah?
Yeah, she was very attractive.
Me too. I kind of got off on that myself.
Yeah, please.
When you think about when you're doing this, now that I know that you are a masturbator, chronic masturbator, when you're doing
he
this,
uncovered something.
Do you think about a woman you've been with, or do you think about a woman that you would like to be with?
I think it depends on the day.
The day that you were conceiving,
I don't remember.
You don't remember who you were
I don't remember. I don't remember what I had for breakfast
I think you do remember.
I do not.
And I think you looked at porn. What do you think of that? In the doctor's office.
I'm telling you, I did not.
What magazines were in there?
I didn't even.
Jugs?
First, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Right. I thought, do I really want to pick this magazine up in this room?
Ooh, good point.
Where people have been. No.
You're right.
No, and in fact, to Artie's point, with Leela, it was in the room. With Nikki, I was at home.
Right. Oh, okay.
That's good.
That's good. All right.
So use your own porn.
Listen, you got to watch Al Roker. The man has come clean. He admits masturbating. Listen to what he admitted to today. He masturbates.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks about dirty, filthy scenarios with various people, been with and not been with.
That I worked with.
That you work with.
And he doesn't have Michael Phelps on his balls.
Right. Matt Lauer, he thinks
swimmers,
about.
Yeah.
No, you would never be gay, would you? At all?
Hey, depends.
It depends, really. You're
You
open
would
to
never
it.
be gay.
Are you open to being gay?
It depends on the person.
Right. You've had homosexual.
I have not, but he's just
Are
a
you
nice
attracted
guy.
to Matt?
I never say never.
Are you attracted to Matt Lauer?
He is a sweet piece of man candy.
All right.
He
Well,
is.
there you go. That's very honest of you. A lot of guys are uptight about that. Did you cover President Obama's?
I did.
You did. Did you get to meet
Did
with
you go
him?
to Washington?
I went to Washington. We were down. In fact, I got the first comment from the president.
What did you?
Walking
What did
down
he
the
say?
parade? He said, "I said, how you feeling, Mr. President?" He said, "It's warm."
Is that what
Gave
he
me
said?
a thumbs up. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, it was a great moment, right?
It was spectacular.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are very hopeful now, and I tell you, it's exciting.
It is.
It is. Al Roker's DEA on Spike TV.
Yes,
this
sir.
is going to be a big show for Al. In other words, this is the sophomore test, they call it.
Yes.
Yeah, the first one was successful, but will people
Can
come
you
back and watch the
repeat?
second
Boom.
one?
Can
There's
you
a
repeat?
lot of
That's
pressure
it.
on them for this. Al Roker,
Come on
DEA.
a ride along. Come on.
Can he do it at noon?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't go at night. I got to go to bed. You know what time you go to bed? What time you got to be at the Today Show? Let me find out your schedule.
I get to the Today Show at about 5:45.
5:45.
Yeah. I go to bed about 9:30, 10 o'clock.
You do? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. That
Get up at
sounds,
3:30, do the thing.
sounds great. Boom, out. And then what do you do the rest of the day?
I swing by, get some fries and some vanilla ice cream.
And then you masturbate. Make children.
That's right.
Al Roker's DEA premiere. Did you tell the kids that that's how they were conceived?
Yeah, they know.
Do you think that bothers them?
No, they've met the doctor.
They did.
Yeah.
But they really haven't pictured what their father had to do.
No. Well, they're 10 and 6, for God's sake. Come on.
Wait till they grow up and they go, Dad, where did you do this?
Yeah.
You only have to do it the once or a couple of times you have to masturbate?
I think it was once.
When they get older, will you show them the room where they were conceived?
No.
You will not. All right, okay. Al Roker, everyone, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Al. Yes. So you come on for DEA and you end up talking about jerking off into a thermos.
Well, I wouldn't quite put it that way, but this way. Oh,
what's that, Al?
I wouldn't quite put it that way, but a little inelegantly, less elegantly put. But yes, I guess that would be the crux of the matter.
So how'd it go in there?
Good. Yeah, look, I love talking to Howard.
You always have a good time coming on.
Always
right?
good. Beats a poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
Morning before the show, and I go, hey, I haven't showered in 2 weeks. I was just kidding around. He goes, no, I showered last night. So I came into care. I go, what's with Richard showering last night? Is he getting ready for the party? He goes, no, Richard, we think got engaged.
What?
Yeah. I'll
So
tell you
he
how
took a shower?
he took a
You
shower.
better keep that broad. He ain't gonna find another one like her.
I think he took a shower to propose.
Get in here, Richard.
Yeah, my girlfriend knew something was up. It ruined the surprise.
Yeah, you smelled good.
You smell good. Did you propose? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? You're going to ruin that girl's life?
And we knew it because it was on Facebook.
Oh, she went. That was the first thing she did was post it on Facebook.
Oh, my God.
We knew something was up because you were Steven Singering around here.
Oh, was he? See,
Yeah, he was
I
like
missed all of that.
You got your ring from Steven Singer.
Yeah. I got to thank Gary for helping me out with that, and Leanne and Tom and Steven Singer. Everybody there was awesome.
Yeah, they have a great crew over
Yeah. Oh, they rule.
Yeah, so he got the ring over there.
And what did you do? How did you propose? Just taking a bath?
I touched it. I rubbed my balls.
I bathed.
Why did you seduce her by taking a bath? Like, why did you really just bathe because you thought, well, if I'm going to propose, I don't want to smell?
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, I might have bathed anyway, but
who knows?
It had been a few days.
I put on my best Iron Maiden T-shirt for the occasion.
No, I wore a button-up shirt.
Where
and we
were you? Was this just in the apartment?
No, we went to our favorite restaurant in Long Island City. This
McDonald's.
Place called,
Oh, it's a place you can go and drink forever for almost nothing.
Oh, we had a few drinks, but it was a
How'd you
place
gout?
called She. It was awesome. Oh, it's great.
It's great, yeah.
Actually, some podiatrist association heard me talking about it, and supposedly they want me to do a public service announcement about gout for the holidays.
Oh my
Like to warn people.
Is it a big deal on the holidays? A lot of people come down with gout?
Man, he's working that whole gout angle.
He's the face of gout.
Who knew gout would be his
Gout.
This is Richard Christie from the Howard Stern Show. I have gout.
I'm the voice of gout.
So where'd you go? What's your favorite restaurant?
It's called She in Long Island City. It's an Asian place. You would love it.
You live in
actually.
Manhattan and you go to Long Island City for a restaurant.
No, we live in Long Island City.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I didn't
that.
know.
We've
I thought
lived
you
there for like a year and a half.
I know. Yeah, I know so little about you.
Yeah. And by the
What's your
way,
name?
I just got a new cable provider, and there's like 15 public access channels on it, so I'm really psyched. I get
a
Queens.
whole new crop.
Yeah, we get Queens, Brooklyn, and Manhattan public access.
You're going to be calling in?
Yeah, I can't wait.
I've got coverage.
This is Ethel.
This is Ethel Mert. I mean, enormous tits.
We did a call. I don't know if you saw it. It wasn't really good enough audio for the air, but we called a Santa Claus that was on public access.
Where is that?
I sent you a video. It's more of a funny visual.
Oh, I didn't have time this morning to open it. I ran out of time.
It's on Lotus Notes. It's pretty funny.
Who called you, and Sal?
Yeah. And it's funny that there was Santa Claus, there was an old lady knitting that was supposed to be Mrs. Claus, and a kind of chubby guy that was supposed to be an elf in green.
Yeah.
And the elf recognized my voice.
Oh no.
And so I said I was Ethel, and I want to, say what my grandson Rusty wants for Christmas. And the elf goes, "Nice try, Richard." I'll get you the audio.
So what's with the proposal? So you went to Long Island City.
You went to the restaurant.
Did you do something dumb like Gary, like have the waiter come over with a tray and then the ring is on the tray?
No, it was nothing fancy. I didn't get on my knee. I just, told her to close her eyes. I had a little surprise for her.
I took a shower.
Well, what was
Close your eyes. You can smell me. It's not so bad.
Smell my armpit.
Was this some significant day, or was this just?
It was our 4th anniversary of when we met. Yeah, we actually met on the last day at K-Rock.
Oh, I see.
Is that right? I didn't.
Yeah.
Did you steal her from one of the guys who works for me up in my office?
No.
Oh,
Yes. No.
That's what I heard.
She was like going out with somebody when we met, but then we went on a date a few weeks later, and it was done.
There was like a day difference, Howard.
Right.
Hey, Richard, congratulations. I'm happy for you, buddy.
Thank you, man.
What'd you say to her? Did you say? I imagine something like this. I want to share my smell with you for the rest of my life. Something like that.
Really, how'd you word it?
Well,
Did you tell your parents?
Yeah, I called them. They were excited.
Have they met her? She's been to that.
Oh yeah,
that House of Horrors.
I don't know what to call it.
We're going back there for Christmas. She loves it there.
Hey, Richard, this is your dad. I understand you got engaged. I hope it's not one of those New York girls. We heard about them.
Well, she's a Philly girl.
Yeah. Well, Richard's fiance is a former intern, so
yes.
Yeah.
I guess the internship paid off. She met the man of her dreams.
How maybe her parents are rethinking that whole college thing.
Yeah.
Well, she was an intern before. I met her after she was an intern. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. I'm really happy.
Thank you.
I can't wait to party
I
with
can't.
you.
We still haven't heard how he popped the question.
Because he can't seem to be telling us.
Well, no, I don't want to interrupt you guys. You guys.
All right. Well, what is it?
I just told her to close her eyes, put the box in front of her. She thought it was earrings, and she's like, "Oh, no," she thought it was an anniversary present. And she opened it and just freaked out. She was like, "Wow, are you
Start
kidding me?"
kissing you and everything?
Yeah, we were excited. Yeah, they brought over a bottle of champagne.
Oh, great.
We did a tequila shot. And
Oh God,
that was fun.
So she won't remember this.
No, she didn't drink the tequila. She don't like it. I had tequila.
Dude, don't you care about this gout thing? I mean, I'd be paranoid drinking that much.
I didn't drink a ton last
You had a
night.
shot of tequila, and then
Richard,
what else?
a small amount of drinking for you is a ton for most people.
Well, you had a shot of tequila. Tell us what else you had.
Probably 3 glasses of champagne.
Wow.
But I ate fish, something healthy,
Yeah.
Although they'd say fish causes gout too. So
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
I'm not sure, but I think it could.
Only 3 glasses of champagne?
And a couple of mimosas.
Yeah, see.
And a couple of mimosas.
It's
going like he mentions that like it's not alcohol.
And a couple shots of Jack Daniels. Maybe some whiskey sour.
3 champagnes, a couple of mimosas.
You had a tequila, 3 glasses of champagne, and then how many mimosas?
2 manmosas.
What's a
They're the
mimosa?
big ones.
It's in a beer glass, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
It was a special occasion.
Richard, you got to get that shit under control here. You're going to get married, man.
No, I didn't drink when I was on my gout medication. I didn't drink for almost 2 weeks, and I was fine. I didn't even crave it.
Can I tell you something? So 2 weeks you took the medication. That got it under control.
Uh-huh.
You don't think it's going to come back? You know how much alcohol is that? 2 mimosas, 3 champagnes, and a tequila shot. That's a major amount of alcohol for a guy with gout.
And he says, I didn't drink that much.
Yeah, your body's screaming, man. You know what they consider a lot of drinking? More than 2 drinks.
An evening.
An evening.
I know.
You know what I'm
They're
saying?
under it. I mean, whenever they say if you have more than 2 drinks a night, you're an alkie. But 2 drinks isn't very much.
Not for an alkie.
I heard a rumor, Richard. You have a party to go to in a couple of days, and I heard that you found out about another party, so you want to go to the first party to get good and drunk, so you go to the second party. True?
Sirius is having a little get together, yeah. So
Sirius is?
Yeah,
I wasn't invited.
None of us were.
Why are we not
They
invited?
sent out an email for everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
Yeah, it's like a nice employee thing they're doing. They always throw really nice things in the lobby here. Yeah.
Oh, is that when it's going to be in the lobby?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm sure you're invited.
What do you? That's all right. I don't want to go anyway. What's the deal though, man? You got gout. That's so fucked up.
Yeah,
You're a
I
young
know.
guy.
I know.
Are you gonna have kids and shit with this girl?
Maybe someday. Yeah.
No. Don't.
Once you start getting that gout, you keep getting it, man. It's hard to.
Yeah.
Once you go back off that diet, you're going to get it again.
I know, and I'm going to hear it from my foot doctor now too.
Yeah, that's a lot of booze, bro.
Yeah.
You got to learn to cut down or just quit.
Yeah.
You're 30-something with a foot doctor.
Yeah, I mean, you have a doctor devoted to your foot, and it's
That's
so gross.
ridiculous.
The foot blows up, and then he's walking around like Frankenstein. What is it, Doug?
He's going to re-gout if that's what happens. We had a holiday party yesterday for Howard TV, and Richard showed up, and he had at least 7 drinks or 8 drinks. He had 3 beers.
God.
He had these real obscure wine, like warm
Glühwein.
Yeah, wine with like cinnamon, and then he had shots.
And at my party, you're going to drink your ass off. They got great alcohol at this party.
I got to admit, I will drink my ass
Yeah,
off.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't resist.
But you are too.
Is your wife going to, your future wife, going to take your last name? Is she going to become
Christy Christie, yeah.
Christie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
She's going to be Christy Christie.
Well, it's actually
C. Christie.
What?
Christy C. Christie. Her middle name is Chris.
Christy?
Yeah. You know what her confirmation name is?
What?
Chris.
What's going on here? Is she going to be Christy Christie?
her actual name is Kristen, but she loves when you call her Christy Christie.
Wow. So when's the wedding? I can't wait for that one.
We haven't planned that far.
Oh, so you
ahead.
don't know when you're going to
No.
actually tie the knot?
No, we're taking it one
And
step
where
at
are
a
you
time.
taking it back to Kentucky or where are you from?
Kansas.
Yeah, are you going to fly there for the wedding?
Are your parents happy, or does your father not trust her because she's from New York?
No, they love her. They love her. We go back every Christmas.
Remember your dad freaked out when you went to a dentist. I heard about these dentists. What did he say with your dad?
He said,
I don't know.
He said,
I heard they had a wisdom teeth pulled, and you better look into that.
Yeah.
Your sister knew somebody who went to a dentist.
that was it.
That was the
Didn't
best.
turn out good.
Yeah, we know your sister went to some dentist. And,
No, it was she knew somebody.
Oh, shit. Your sister knows someone who went to a dentist and it didn't turn out so good. So that's all they're saying now. Speak to you
Better
later.
watch out.
Yeah.
Take care, bub.
Yeah, take care, bub.
I got it. There's a new voicemail if you want to hear it.
Well, yeah, what is it?
It's
We haven't heard him
He
in a
found a possum.
Oh,
Found
yeah.
a
Where is that? I
couple-
love when your dad calls you.
I think it's on.
It's Gary, page 1, first column on the bottom in green.
Thank you.
Oh, Rich, this is your dad. I was just going to tell you, having some more possum trouble. I went out to feed the dogs the other morning and had one in the dog food, but I saw him before I stuck my hand in there this time. Didn't get bit. Then we got in a little bit late last night, went out in the dark, get the eggs, and shine a light up there, and they was possum eating the eggs. So we got plenty of possums around here, it seems like. So we'll talk to you later, bub. Take care. Bye.
Cracking himself up.
Possum eating an egg.
So they're stealing his eggs. I mean, that's how
Yeah.
he lives. I mean, that's how he eats.
Mm-hmm.
That's
We
upsetting.
got to get rid of them.
Yeah.
I don't like possums. They're nasty.
They
They're
are.
like rats with teeth.
Yeah, you can't be friendly with a possum.
No.
Raccoons at least.
Does your
they're
dad
cute.
shoot that? What is he going to do about that? Does he poison them or shoot them?
I think. Yeah, he usually shoots them probably.
Well, he'll eat them, right?
No, possum are nasty.
He won't eat a possum.
You can't eat them?
I bet
You
he
used-
eats it.
You used to be able to sell the furs for $1 a piece, but I don't even think they're worth that anymore.
Richard, this is your dad. I'm sending you a possum cake your mom made with some raccoon sloppy Joe. I like the one with the dentist. I wish you saved that one.
Oh, we have it. Maybe JD or Sal can find it.
Hey, Sal, JD, find the one with the dentist. And then I got to take a break. It's been an hour and 23.
It's funny because I think Richard is probably going to be very excited because Domino's is changing their recipe for their pizza crust.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of Domino's, but I'll try that.
Yeah, they could have put more garlic and butter in there for you.
I'm sure Wendy will be eating a lot of it, too.
You like Pizza Hut, though, right?
Papa John's.
Papa John's
and
delivery.
Pizza Hut.
Here's Richard's dad. Listen to that. And then I got to really take a break. It's an hour and a half we talked.
All right.
Let's see. Wisdom teeth. Gary Page 1. Hey, I have a New Year's resolution. Can we eliminate some of these pages?
There's a bunch of them
You can eliminate it, but it's still going to be 2 or 3 Gary pages because you can't get everything on one page.
Your pages aren't the problem. It's just all the other ones clog up from you getting to yours.
I'll clean them up.
All right.
Richard, this is your dad. Talked to your sister, and she said she knowed people that had their wisdom teeth pulled, and it took them a long time to get over it. So maybe you better think about it till it starts hurting or something. I don't know. That'd be hell if you had to miss a bunch of work. So we'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.
How many times a day does he call you?
It's not every day.
Right.
Every couple of days to check in.
He's probably sad you're away from the farm. He misses you, I can tell.
It is a bummer.
He never thought you'd grow up and go away.
Yeah. Look, all things seem to be pointing to you staying on the farm the rest of your life.
He thought you'd take over the empire.
Well, a lot of my friends stayed in Kansas. So I think he sees it like he's jealous that, they get to stay with their families. I wish I could live there, but, there's not much to do there. Well, no, I mean, I don't wish to stay there. I wanted to leave when I turned 18, but I wish my family was closer. I wish they could live here.
I heard his dad dresses up one of those possums as Richard and pretends it's Richard.
Hey, Richard.
Hey.
Richard, don't bite my finger.
Richard, you're in the dog food again.
The possum smells better.
Richard, stop eating the chicken's eggs.
I gotta shoot you.
Sorry, Richard.
It's going to be an execution at dawn.
All right. Well, congratulations on this engagement.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Boy, who would have thought?
Well, she's excited to show everybody the ring at the party.
Yeah, so we'll get to see the rock you bought her.
Yeah.
And do me a favor at the party.
I won't get crazy drunk.
No. You do whatever you want. But at the party, when you come up with your significant other, slip in your girlfriend or wife's name to me. Because really,
Kristen.
Honestly, I don't remember anyone's name. Everyone assumes I do. Sometimes I'm not even sure what your girlfriend looks like. I haven't met her that many times.
We should have name tags.
Hey, do you mind? Listen, just so I walk up. Hey, Richard, what's up? You know Christy.
You remember Christy.
And I'll go, Richard, you fucking asshole. Of course I know Christy. Could you do that for me?
I will.
Yeah.
Howard, this is Christy.
I know Alice and Fred's wife. Other than that, I know Mary Dell'Abate.
Yes, you know Mary very well.
Sal's wife.
I can't offhand think of Sal's wife's name. I think it's Christine.
Yeah.
So,
my goodness, you've got a Kristen and he's got a Christine.
Yeah.
Very much together, aren't you?
Yeah.
And Sal and I already made a rule at the party. We have to sit next to each other.
Is that right?
That's okay.
Why is Sal? Well, it's festival seating. I mean, you can sit wherever you want. But what's with Sal being insecure? He needs to sit near you.
We just love being together. We sat next to each other at the Howard TV thing.
Now,
we had to rearrange seats and everything.
Do the girls get along?
Yeah, they love each other.
That's good.
They Facebook each other and everything. Yeah.
Well, you too. It's a good thing you guys got hired here. I mean, you found the loves of your life in each other.
I don't know about that. Guess how I found out about him getting engaged?
You just heard
His girlfriend texted my wife.
Wow.
My wife told me he got engaged.
Is Sal going to be your best man?
I wouldn't expect that.
Yeah.
What? Who would be your best man more than Sal?
I haven't really thought about that, but Sal would definitely be
you've
up
practically
there,
sucked this guy's dick. I mean, what's your problem?
Yeah, we've gotten very close.
Every day he's my best man.
You didn't tell your best friend that
Sal,
you were getting engaged?
Well, she put it on Facebook like right away, and before I had time to tell anybody.
But Sal, when you assume I know your wife Christine's name, like they just reminded me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like if people would just walk, like I don't know. Like if you tested me on who's going to be there and what their wives' names are, I'm not even sure who's married.
Dude, I don't even know my wife. I've been calling her so many different things. I forgot what her original name was.
But like, okay, for example, John Hine. I walk up to him. I don't know John Hine's wife's name.
Bill.
Bill? Oh, you're terrible.
Anyway, congratulations on you.
Thanks.
Okay.
And we have a nice gift for the whole office coming at 9 o'clock.
Good. All right.
Special gift. Something that you won't like.
Champagne.
It's not ham this year.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Was it last year that you brought that rotting ham in here?
Yeah,
do you know?
Richard one year for Christmas brings in a ham. He goes, "We get this in Kansas."
Right, he had it flown in.
It's his favorite.
And it gets shipped
it's his favorite.
It's his favorite.
Yeah, it's his favorite.
This is my favorite. I go, but it's not my favorite. I fucking hate ham.
It was a ham in a box, and it came and it was dripping, like water was dripping out of the bottom of the box. And you know, ham.
It was disgusting.
You know, pig is like something that trichinosis can occur. You know, it wasn't even cooked. It was like half cooked.
Well, it's a cooked ham.
Cooked, but they freeze it.
Right.
Yeah, and Richard couldn't there was no way to heat it up. What was the big thing with that ham? It was frozen in the middle.
No, I don't know. Then there's some weird thing where it's cut in such a way that you can like pull strips. It goes like in a circle.
Right. Yeah.
Till it's down
like
to
peeling an apple or something.
I've got a dead pig for you in a box. But people.
And it looked a weird color. That was the other thing.
It was orange.
Yeah.
But it was orange ham.
Yeah, because Howard, it was the pig flesh was melting at this. You know, the ice was melting on the pig flesh, so this orange syrupy goop was coming off the ham, and you just see Richard go, "This is delicious."
Oh, you gotta rub the ham in that goop. It's
the
so
center
good.
was like an ice cube. The outside was an orange goopy syrup.
And Richard wants to show everyone how great it is. So he's eating too much of it. And
in the meantime, the goop is what goes to the bottom of his foot and gives him the gout.
Like for example, I know Tim's wife's name is Pam.
Yeah.
Okay, you were at Jason's wedding. Right?
I have no idea what his wife's name is. Let me take a guess. Gilda.
No, in fact, they both share the same initial.
Jennifer. Jenny.
Closer.
Jill.
Janice.
I wouldn't know that.
What about Will?
I was at the fucking guy's wedding.
What about Will?
I don't even know what his wife looks like.
Wilhelmina.
Cute.
Have I ever met her?
Yes,
yeah.
she was at your wedding.
Will's wife?
Will's wife was at my wedding?
Yeah.
She is?
Of course she was.
What's her name?
Tracy.
Okay, so you walk up to me, you go like this. Hey, Howard. You know my wife,
You remember Tracy?
Yeah, and I go, of course I know Tracy.
You know what you should do? You should do what they do at the White House. We'll have a guy there announcing.
What about?
And now, Will and Tracy Murray.
Here's a guy.
But guy, I always do that. I always go, this is my wife, Beth. And I know most people know Beth because I'm on the radio and stuff like that, and people tend to know. But I always do that. People are such assholes. It's almost like they're defying you.
They're testing you.
I mean, there are guys
do you know me?
There are guys. I just learned Evan the engineer's name a year ago. I mean, and I love Evan. The guy bails me out every day. It's just I don't even know some of the people who are going to be there's names.
I know that, but okay, there's a guy that stands at this podium every day, John Hine.
Right, I don't know his wife's name.
Why would we know John's wife's name?
I've never even met John's wife.
Starts with a D.
She was at the wedding.
Close.
Deirdre?
No, close.
Deirdre.
No.
It's Debbie.
Dina?
Debbie, I don't know.
How's Deirdre close to Deborah?
Daphne. Daffodil.
Howard, don't you hate when you see somebody and you don't know their name and they know you so well? And that's the time when I use my wife. Like you say, you introduce somebody else.
I know Doug Goodstein is Marlo.
Yes.
Marlo. I don't know Brian Phelan's wife's name.
I got this one. Because
I know Scott DePace has a Pam.
Well, you know Scott, the engineer's wife.
Robin.
Yes.
Right. And sometimes I can space out and forget. Like Jeff Schick's wife's name is Robin.
Yeah.
But I can forget someone's name.
I will tell you that I was in a weird situation. What Sal's talking about a year and a half ago. It was a big executive. I was somewhere, ran into his wife, and I didn't remember who they were, and they called me out on it big time.
Yeah. And it's like, you meet a lot of people. Who says and remembers wives?
And sometimes when you meet somebody at a certain place, and then we were completely out of context.
Back into this, and we never see them again.
I once called Mel Karmazin Les Moonves on
that was
the
great.
elevator.
In the elevator,
You did?
I'm
such an ass. I go, Mr. Moonves, good to see you.
That's pretty stupid.
Yeah, that was just
that's a guy who you really want to suck up to.
Right. You need to study his face and remember who he is.
Yeah.
I've studied it after that.
Nick, you're on the air.
Thanks, Howard. Hey, Richard, is your wife knocked up? Is she pregnant?
No.
No, it's not a shotgun wedding?
No,
you'd expect that. Your wife must be pregnant. Yeah, Frank.
Yeah, why are you even letting Richard go to this party? I mean, it's bad for his health. Didn't you guys learn anything from Artie?
Listen, Richard's a big boy. He's going to drink regardless of whether he's at my party.
Yeah,
My
if he
party,
didn't come to our party, he'd be somewhere else drinking.
Yeah, it's not like
it's your party.
Yeah, well, our party. This is for all of us.
At least you can keep an eye on me at your party.
Right.
Yeah, but you guys wouldn't be doing it to him. I mean, look at this guy. This is a serious thing out.
Yeah, I know, but listen, I'm not going to sit there and regulate him.
What does Kristen think? You know, like, Richard can't last very long. He's drinking himself to death.
Well, she just wants to inherit his empire.
She's got to inherit everything.
Honey, when I die, you get the silo.
Who gets the rights to your record, your album that you just produced? I guess she will.
I leave my charred walls of the damned masters to Christy C. Christie.
You're my Yoko.
Well, you're worried about Benjy bringing somebody because what she's like, but I mean, this lunatic's marrying Richard.
But Kristen is really a great girl. I've hung out with her before.
She's a nice girl. She's engaged to Richard, for crying out loud.
Yeah, but she's marrying Richard.
I'm going to try to save her, actually.
In other words, she's no different than who Benji's bringing, you're saying. All right. Well, there you go.
I can't wait till she marries him, and when Halloween comes and he wants to go to a haunted house, she says, "Go fuck yourself." I'll show you the real Kristen. I can't wait.
All right. He's right.
Yeah. Wait till that.
You don't think she's enjoyed that?
Wait till he comes home and he wants to watch Creep Show 2 on DVD, and she throws her right out the fucking window because she has to watch Oprah.
Honey, did you see my Freddy disguise? What do you mean you threw it out?
No more haunted house trips?
What do you mean it's time for me to grow up?
no Santa's elves tucking you in?
Listen, this is crazy. We've gone an hour, 37 minutes without a commercial. I can't do that. We have to take a break. Boys, Richard, congratulations.
Thank you.
It is our big holiday show going on right now. Everyone's stopping by.
And Richard's engaged.
Richard's engaged. Wonder who's going to walk through the door next. Hey, look, it's Bova Booey.
Congratulations. Thanks, Harry.
This is the man. Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
Sal.
He's jealous.
Sal, I want the spotlight on you. It's your engagement. It's all you.
No, he's jealous that I got engaged.
Well, that, yeah. Are you really?
No,
I'm not. As long as he's still around.
As long as I stay faithful to him, too.
Hopefully there's enough love for both of us.
Now, are you really upset that you didn't hear from Richard himself?
And you know what? No.
It's more of a woman's thing, I think, to let everybody know.
When you know somebody so well, I kind of get why Richard kept quiet about it, because he was that serious and he didn't want to make any mistakes. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't tell anybody before because I just didn't want, with Facebook and things, people can accidentally slip up and say something. But afterwards, she went right on Facebook.
She was so excited, but her and Christine have been texting lately. So she texted Christine right away, and I was already laying in bed, and Christine told me, and then I texted Richard last night and congratulated him.
That was very sweet.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy for him. Kristen is an awesome girl. And you know what? Like you said, now with him with Kristen, those two could go off and start yapping away, and me and him could drink and relax and not deal with their bullshit.
And get gout.
Now, not that you would have any bullshit with a wife.
Sal, since you've been married for so long, do you have any advice for Richard?
Just agree with everything they say. Agree your balls off. Because the moment you don't agree and they start yelling at you and nipping and bickering and you want to kick them in the face and you'll probably go to jail and get locked up for it, you realize why you should have just agreed. Always agree with the wife. Always, always, always. 2 words in life that'll get you by in your marriage. I agree.
Words from an
expert.
An ex-marriage expert.
Go to Tokyo Delights in Jersey from time to time. See Miss Kim.
Guys, another big topic today was about the party tonight. How do you think that's going to go down? Is anything crazy going to happen?
Oh yeah, we're going nuts tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be doing a lot of drinking. We're going to go crazy.
Tim Sabian's going to go wild tonight.
We're going to fondle Tim's balls.
Tim Sabian's going to let loose. He's going to let his belt hang out. Let it all hang out.
Hey, congratulations.
Thanks, Benjy.
There you go.
Thank you.
Good shirt, Robin.
You too.
Congrats,
you
buddy.
get to bring your date. Thanks, buddy.
So when are you going to have the kids and stuff? Right away?
Right. We'll see. We'll play it by ear.
When are you getting married? You know?
No, we don't
They've been
know.
close.
That's cool. Now, hey.
How did she cry?
No. She said she thought she was.
She doesn't love them. They all cry when they love
Her eyes got a little watery.
Completely
See my
tame
wife,
people.
Paul. You got any
That's so
advice for
funny.
him about marriage?
I mean, just try to keep things the same. I mean, I don't know. What fucking advice? Give him the old, just be good to
Are we going to get a video caddy for a wedding
What does
gift?
Brian say? Her smile.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Brian, what's your
That's
thing?
the advice.
Oh, yeah, Brian's advice. What'd you say to Howard?
Do you have any advice for Richard?
Oh, yeah, Richard, for you? When you see your wife smiling, just take her happiness and know she's happy, and you'll be happy as well.
That sucked compared to the one you said to Howard.
Yeah, well,
He's forgotten the
I
wording
know.
already.
I forgot how it
He
goes.
rehearsed it.
It's
when
been a
he
couple
said
of
it to
years.
Howard.
It's been a couple of years now. I forgot how it goes.
That was very sincere. Thank you.
Or my new saying, want what you have.
Live your life.
Want what you have.
Live your life.
Want what you have.
What?
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate. On Monday's wrap-up show, we were talking about how Howard seems to be very irritated with Kathy Lee Gifford again. We sort of went over the feud and talked about whether there's ever any chance that they could be friends. I don't think there is.
We should start off with Kathy Lee, and I guess that came out of Lisa G came in to do her news segment and was talking about interviews and whatnot, and quickly it leads to people talking over each other, and then Howard just starts going off on Kathy Lee. Where'd that come from, Gary?
He must be watching it, because all you really need to do is watch that show to see what a train wreck it is. Because I watch it. Have you ever seen the parody they do on Saturday Night Live?
No.
It is really, really funny. I think it's Kristen Wiig. She's Kathy Lee, and she just pretends that she's been drinking. Because Kathy Lee acts on the show like she's been drinking. I don't think she has been. But, they're all over the place. You can never figure out what's going on. So Howard must have seen it.
Is there anything Howard hates more than people talking over one another on a talk show? It drives him crazy.
Yeah.
Even on this show, I know it drives him nuts.
Well, that clip of The View was, Howard was astonished that wasn't touched in any way. It's just everybody yelling at each other.
So why Kathy Lee? Why is he so angry about her?
Oh, she's she's an old fun standard. She's good to go back to. Who's sticking up for Kathy Lee?
He hasn't been there in a while, though.
I know.
It surprised me that he circled on back that way.
But, because she's back to, she left. The whole thing fell apart for her. She got a little, humble for a half a second, and now she's back doing the same shit, and I don't know. I guess just grabbed her the wrong way the day he saw her.
Well, what he said later in the program was, if she could just be real. I made a comment about how he's mended fences with Rosie could ever happen with Kathy Lee, and he said no, because she's never real on television, and until she crosses that bridge, he's not going anywhere near her.
Yeah, it's such a bizarre. We've just hammered the shit out of her, and I've called her for years to try to get her on the show. The thing that I remember was that, and Howard talked about this on the air, after his divorce, she sent him a note. And he goes, Kathy sent me this note. But then we looked at the note, and we realized it was supposed to be a note to say, hey, Howard, I'm sorry about what happened to you. But it was really all about her.
How so?
Well, it was mostly like, I'm really sorry to hear what happened. I've gone through divorce. And then it was a lot of God stuff. And since Howard's not really that into God, I think you're sort of putting your own will on somebody, telling them that God's going to save them. And, Howard's not a God guy. It should be like, the great note would have been, hey, Howard, Kathy Lee, I know you've kicked me around in the past, but I see what you're going through, and I've been down that road before, and I wish you all the best. Done. Once you start bringing God into it, it's like she's, I felt like we were natives in the jungle and she was trying to convert us.
So even though she made the gesture, it didn't ring true.
Yeah, because she just didn't do it right.
Now, do you think Sam the cooking guy deserves an award, like Howard was saying?
I get where Sam the cooking guy was coming from. I don't know that I'd probably just take that shit because, whatever. But, yeah, he's like, hey, I'm trying to talk. You invited me here to give you a recipe. Let me get it out.
Do you think that's just a bad day, or ultimately that's what he was trying to do? They booked him to do something, and he was listening to the audience. He was trying to play to the audience instead of having these two yentas not shut up.
Yeah, listen, it rubbed him the wrong way, and he spoke his mind. I thought that was funny. I thought the etiquette person that they brought back should have, said that they were both wrong instead of blaming it all on him.
Now, did you or Lisa G learn anything from Howard's advice when it comes to being a guest? Would you ever interrupt if all that chat started happening?
I'd probably just lean back and go, you don't need me here. I'd probably address it in some way, but I don't know that I'd be like, shut up.
Well, it's awkward because it's their game. They've invited you and you're trying to be polite.
Yeah, I don't think I'd get involved.
Benji, were you surprised that Howard went off on Kathy Lee so much today?
Yeah, I was shocked by it.
I mean, he hasn't done it in a while.
Right. Yeah, no, yeah, he hasn't done it for a while. It's been about 2.5 years.
Did we wake you up?
Did it? It was back in 2006 in March. He was mad at her about some comments she made.
Do you think they could ever mend fences?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, that's as surprising as the Rosie thing is. I'm sure that if Kathy Lee and Howard's even said it himself, if they were at a party and they were talking, there might be something they would connect with, and I think I could definitely see that happen.
I mean, I think he's in a place now where he could connect with her, but I don't think they're. See, Howard and Rosie, I always thought were similar in the sense of that they both were driven and they were both laid it all on the line and were very honest. But Kathy Lee is the polar opposite of what Howard is on the air. So, but I think if they met at each other at a party, they could be friendly to each other.
But I also think the opposite could happen, and Rosie and Craig Ferguson sort of talked about today, where Rosie and Howard could definitely have a split now.
Why?
I think it would be a little bit harder for it to happen. No, like some issue that they might both feel very strongly about, it could split them up.
Now, if you miss what we're talking about with Kathy Lee, here's a little bit of Howard's feelings towards what she had to say.
Whenever Beth does TV, she says to me, God, I said, like she did The View, she said it one time, and I said, gee, you were quiet during that segment. She goes, they were all talking. I said, if everyone's talking, why would I talk? I said, that's evidently what they want in TV. They want people talking over one another.
You have to keep talking in order to get the attention.
Right. Doesn't matter if you're saying anything. Just keep talking.
Because that Hoda was back there going, just, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. She couldn't stop saying it.
Yeah, like Tourette's. They blurt out everything. Keep it going. Listen to the first 10 seconds of that clip. The guy couldn't take it. He broke. And then Kathy Lee, they have their jobs because they don't talk to us like that. Well, you're being rude, Kathy Lee. Can't anyone stand up to Kathy Lee? She's the devil.
Now you're getting like Dennis James.
She's the devil. Want to make monkey love to Harold Stern. Please. Are you kidding me?
Jamie in Massachusetts, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, I believe... good morning, guys, anyway. I believe that Howard does the same thing when he interviews people. Like, he'll ask a question, and then the person will start answering, and then Howard would talk over him like he's not listening to the person giving the answer. You know what I'm saying? He drones. And sometimes he gets himself doing it.
See, I agree with you that Howard will sometimes talk over a person, but it's not like he's not listening and he's droning. If the person's going to start going off in a weird way and dancing around a question, he'll just ask another question to take him somewhere. He has no patience for people who aren't going to respond, so sometimes he does talk over them because they're just not, doing the interview the way he wants it. He definitely controls an interview, no doubt.
Okay, well, I just noticed it a lot, something interesting. I'm like, Howard, let the person answer. You're driving me crazy. Come on. But okay.
All right, Jamie, thanks for calling in. Let's go to George. George, you're on the wrap-up show.
Did you say George?
Yes, George. How are you? How you been? Happy New Year.
Hello, fine, thanks. I wanted to ask, first of all, Howard really almost physically makes me sick with his constant ranting about Jay Leno. He goes on and on for ad nauseum. It really has a very negative effect on me. I want to ask about the Kathy Lee situation. When and how did his contempt for her start?
It wasn't any particular incident. It was just like almost everyone else in the country's contempt for her. They would watch her on the show, and she would get on and talk about her kids. And one day, I think it was with the kids. I remember Howard coming in one day and goes, God, she puts those kids on all the time. In fact, there was a Christmas episode where she made Cody dress up like a pilgrim. And I remember Howard was very annoyed by that. It was like one of those weird, and Howard was very annoyed by that. And I think once she brought the kids into it, but I mean, Howard wasn't alone. Everybody started to notice it all at once. It was a lot of me, my kids. I'm better than all of you. My kids are so amazing, that sort of thing.
I see. So it was her arrogance then that he didn't like?
I would say so.
Okay. Thank you.
Well,
thanks, George.
Back in the 80s, and this is, I know more from Howard's book, wasn't Regis sort of like played with a lot?
What do you mean?
Like, wasn't Regis sort of made fun of a lot back in the 80s?
You mean on our show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but
and was she with him at that point?
Yeah.
Because I wonder if that's sort of transferred from there. Like,
No, it was more like you said, Howard wasn't alone in his contempt. I mean, the whole country should have got behind it.
And Howard also thought Kathy Lee was pretty hot, too.
Yes.
And I guess that would fuel the fire even more.
It does. When you think a girl's hot and she's acting in a way you don't like, it really pisses you off.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, Ralph called in to expand on the argument that started on the Stern show earlier between him and Gary. Basically, Ralph hates the fact that Gary goes around calling himself a gadget expert and doesn't think he knows anything about gadgets. Ralph claims to be the one who really knows his shit and should be the one booked on Geraldo. Or better yet, listen to Geek Time. It was Techno Beaver versus Techno Berry. Check it out.
Hi, Ralphie.
Gadget Ralph, please.
That's not going to stick. You know that.
Oh yes, I've already. You can follow Gadget Ralph on Twitter, and I have the website. So I'm gonna roll with this.
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be a slow roll.
So Ralph, what do you think?
Gary, listen. I just thought it was. In all honesty, I think it's funny that you go there and. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I didn't go on Geraldo and said I'm a gadget expert or something like that. But it sort of annoys me when people the iPad thing in particular is I just think it's so dumb to talk about something and to nag out on it when it's not even out. It's like 2 months away.
But Ralph,
at this point,
how could you of all people? How could you be upset about negging out?
Can I just finish my point?
Sure.
It's not even out yet. At this point, it might even have a camera in it, they're saying now. So, you might want to wait till it comes out.
But based on what we were told,
you also might want to know the difference between a megabyte and a gigabyte when you talk about memory.
I did. I said gigabytes.
You said megabyte.
I absolutely did not.
All right, pull the tape.
Why are you the only one hearing this?
I don't know.
But Ralph, here's the point. Based on.
But really, Gary.
But based on what we
what?
know. You're asking me a question.
Yeah.
Based on what we knew at the time, even when I spoke about it on Sunday, there was no rumor of a camera. When they came out, there was no camera in it. There's a lot of things missing from it. And so you think that everybody that's really into this heard it and nobody is nothing but thrilled that it's coming out, that it's got everything that everybody wants, and there's nothing but happiness about this, right?
No, there's a difference between saying that and then saying it's a big stumble for them, and then going on to say they're going to sell a ton of them.
You can stumble and still sell a ton of something. And so you can make somebody that could make a movie that you don't think is the quality you expect, and it could still make $100 million.
But how is it?
Hold on a second. Can that happen?
How is it a stumble if it hasn't even come out and you haven't seen what it does?
But they told us what it does.
If you
Ralph,
go back,
are you talking about this on your show on Saturday?
Yeah, you want to do a point counterpoint?
No, because you're counterpointless.
Hey-oh.
But from what we're talking about, an item that everybody that has created a lot of excitement because the company's so big. So based on what we know, listen, it's like talking about a movie before it comes out. It's like talking about you're into so many different things, and you talk about everything before it's ready. That's part of what people do. Why are you so attached to the iPad?
I'm not attached to it.
You're like almost like upset.
I just think it's fun. If I'm sitting there as a gadget expert, I would know a little bit more about what I'm talking about.
What didn't I know?
If I'm going to go on a show and talk about the iPad,
what didn't
I'm going to know something, and maybe even
Ralph,
have touched
what didn't I know? I'm asking you.
You haven't touched it. You don't know what the operating.
But nobody has.
Is. You don't know what it can do because the programs aren't even out yet. What's going to happen with this thing?
But Ralph,
it's like when the iPhone came out, people were like, "Well, it doesn't do this and doesn't do that." Meanwhile, it's like the biggest thing in the world. Same thing with an iPod.
So hold on a second, Ralph.
When the iPod came out, people said, "Why am I going to want to carry on that on music?" Now,
so here's the deal. I was asked to comment based on what I knew, and then when it comes out and they put one in my hand, I will try it out and comment again. But somebody called me on that day, and I am not the only person in the world that has commented on the iPad a day after it came out.
Well, how do you feel about the Generation 2 iPad?
You're following the lead of other stupid people who are saying there's something wrong with this thing that they haven't even seen yet.
Well, then the reverse has to be true. Then you can't laud it either until you know exactly what's on it and actually touch it.
That's right. I'm not lauding it. I'm saying, I love that word. I'm not even sure what it means, but I'm going to use it all the time now.
If you're not lauding it, what are you doing, Ralph?
I'm sort of saying, hey, why don't you wait till the thing comes out and see how it is? Like you John, somebody said I was kissing your ass. I think you're just as dopey as Gary about this thing. You're wrong too.
On what?
How can you say we're wrong?
You're not sure what you can do with it.
On what? The iPad you're talking about?
Yeah.
Because based on the specs that are out there and based on what I've seen.
Yeah.
What specs?
Ralph, go to Apple's site. They have the specs on exactly
Yeah,
what
so
this
what's
is.
wrong with this? What's wrong with the specs on it?
You know this. We've already discussed this. It doesn't have a camera. Yes, if it comes out and has a camera, then I was wrong about that.
Right. You want to hold up a big thing and take pictures. You don't have a low camera?
No, you do, but you want this to be sort of a be-all everything sort of gadget. I mean, there's a bunch of little things about it, and also what I said was
Jack of all trades, master of nothing.
Well,
that sounds like you.
This is a whole new market. You don't even know what it's going to do, and I'm basing on Apple's track record of everything they come out with is revolutionary.
Ralph, name one thing. Okay, you want to get into this?
Name
one thing Apple's done that didn't work out that you think sucks. Anything.
But since Steve Jobs came back?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay.
So
Well,
you're what I call an Apple.
Nothing. They changed design with the iMac. People used to have everyday objects that were boring and ugly to look at. He changed the way you look at things, furniture, everything. They're revolutionary.
They are absolutely revolutionary. They make beautiful stuff. They've got great software, okay? The Apple TV, not such a great product. They've had missteps, Ralph. They're not a perfect company.
But that's not a flop, and that could be integrated into other things. I'm not defending everything Apple.
What about that notebook laptop they put out, which weighed like a pound? Nobody bought it.
Right.
They're not perfect. They're a great company. I think they're fantastic. I think Jobs is brilliant. But don't pretend like everything they've done is so great. And if somebody has a contrary opinion, look, the only person who I know that's held an iPad was Stephen Colbert on the frickin' Grammys. Other than that, and the people who work there or were at the announcement last week, that's it. So of course everyone's speculating. And look, I'd like nothing better than for you to be right about this and the iPad to be fantastic, but it's not. Apple stock is down since they announced this thing. You can't claim it's...
I know it's great. I hope it keeps going. I should shut up because I hope it keeps going down so I can buy more, and then when it comes out, and then you're all wrong, and it goes up to like $300.
But Ralph, actually, one of my points was that because I'm not saying that Apple sucks and everything they do sucks. I own a MacBook, I own a Mac computer, I own an iPod, I own an iTouch. I mean, everything. I'm saying that this company has put themselves in a position where expectations are so high for the quality of something that this didn't hit what everybody wanted. So far, from what we know, from what they have told us, the information they have given us.
And let's get back to something that Gary said before, Ralph, when you weren't on the phone. He thinks that, among other things, you're jealous. Do you agree with that?
I'm not. I'm really not. And I don't... What was the other thing you were saying, Gary? You wonder if I respect your job or something like that?
Yeah, I wonder if sometimes you think it's like, oh, I could do that.
No, I don't, and you have that set in your mind for years, like that I want your job or something.
No. I didn't say you wanted my job. I'm saying you think that anybody could do my job. There's a big difference.
Well, listen, I don't think you're the only one who can do your job, but I think you work hard. I don't think you don't deserve to be there or something. I don't look at you and go, oh, Gary's a fool, and why has he got a job? Or I don't really know what you're saying in that respect.
Ralph, you've never spoken those words to me before.
Oh.
No, I think you do a great job. I mean, I know you're constantly on the phone with Howard. You're doing this. I know you work really hard at your job, or you wouldn't have that job. And I know it's demanding too.
Well, sometimes I feel like you don't respect it. So
I respect your job. I don't respect you.
Right.
No, I'm kidding.
By the way,
I love you, Gary. I feel bad, but and I don't know if this gadget thing is something. I'm not trying to derail it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're trying to get something going. I just thought it was just something. I don't know. I just thought it was goofy.
By the way, I got to tell a funny story about Ralph that I love. When he was talking to Jason before, and Jason used the word laud, he goes, I don't know what that means, to laud something. We had such a great moment. We were working on the CBS TV show. We were working with a producer that nobody was getting along with. And it was just getting, there were like lots of arguments and fights and everything. And we're all in this big room. And Ralph just says to the guy, like, it's bullshit, this and that. And the guy goes, I don't know why you have to be so contentious. And Ralph goes, I don't even know what that means, and I don't like it.
Hey, it's Sal Governale, and on Wednesday's show, I was victorious in Win Sal's Money. I didn't even know I had money to give away. But anyway, the guys were saying that I should get a little more book smart, be more aware of history, but what's history going to do for me? Fuck history. Enjoy.
I do want to talk about Benjy's girlfriend coming in and her competing with Sal and Win Sal's Money, which, Sal, I thought you were going to run away with, but you made it.
I pretty much did.
You did?
I think I got five questions right. They threw out two that Will fucked up on.
No, they threw it.
That would make it 3-2.
Here's how I saw it, for real. you got the Castro question, correct? You got that correct?
Yep.
So I'm not taking that one away. Which of the two they wanted to take away? They want to take away that one?
And Alaska.
Korea.
Korea
Legitimately, if they would have said more information, please, I don't believe you would have known North Korea. You would just go, Korea, it's fucking Korea.
Right.
So that one you would have lost. So I'm saying you won 4-2.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but look who you beat.
Well, you both knew the Wright brothers.
Yes, that's an easy one.
Both guessed Obama started the New Deal.
Obama started the New Deal.
Well, when you hear the New Deal, you could hear it almost like, hey, my man, we need a New Deal here. No, the lingo,
What?
New Deal. It just sounds like the brother lingo. When I'm not kidding you, I'm not being like
So that was-
I'm not being like stereotypical, but I'm just saying.
No, not at all.
That's exactly what you're
Hold on. That was your thought process? Like New Deal
When you
sounds
hear
like
New
something
Deal-
Obama would say?
Sounds like a little bit of a jive talk. Hey, listen, we in the White House now. We need a New Deal. A New Deal's got to go down.
Can I ask you a
That's
question?
the only thing that came to mind. New Deal.
You're not making a joke.
I'm not making it. I'm just saying the lingo kind of sounds like something Obama might say. He's a hip guy. I'm saying it in a hip sense, not in a black sense.
Can I ask you a question? Obama's been president for over a year now. Have you ever heard him talk like that or have used lingo like that in a whole year? Like, what's another example of that kind of lingo or talk?
He called Kanye West a jackass. That's pretty hip. I've never heard a president say, use foul language except for President Reagan when he said sons of bitches. I remember that. But I can see New Deal. New Deal sounds like a more modern term. I mean, it does. I can't see President Washington saying New Deal.
You know when the New Deal was?
No, I don't even know what the New Deal is.
I think is it from the 30s or maybe the 40s?
Yeah,
I think it's from the late 30s.
It was FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
I was going to say it was FDR.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt. I know who he is. And there was another Roosevelt.
Yes. Who was that?
His son or his grandson.
What was his grandson or son's name?
Teddy Roosevelt.
There you go.
It must be his grandson.
Out of Long Island.
FDR. It's the other way around. Teddy Roosevelt. FDR's the grandson.
FDR's the grandson.
I think so. Because I think FDR was later on. Roosevelt was. I think so. I think FDR. I'm going to.
I know.
Final answer: FDR is the grandson.
Sounds head of smoke.
I know.
I know.
There's no point for this.
I know. Howard asked you about it, and you explained it a little bit. But you admit you're weak at history.
Yeah,
basic history.
I'm not. Yeah, this is not something.
Elementary school kind of history.
Like John suggested, you might not be able to get past fourth grade history.
I might not, but you know what? I'm not upset about it. I mean, it's just something that, it has no bearing on what I do. But sure, history's important to understand the future. We have to study history to understand the future. But you know what? I don't care fucking Washington chopped down a goddamn cherry tree. It's not going to pay my mortgage. But fuck them.
Before you start this rant again, because you do go into these rants.
I'm explaining
hold on.
why.
You've told us
tapping into a weakness of mine, and it makes no sense to ask me about it.
But no, you've told me several times. I'm not going to quiz you, but you've told me several times that it's upsetting to you.
It is.
You don't like to be thought of as stupid, and it's upsetting to you. And we gave you books to look at, and you didn't seem interested in them
because I don't have the time. I don't have time to wipe my ass anymore.
Sal, what about your sons? They're learning history
They
now.
sure are.
So why not learn with them?
I don't know. I mean,
do you sit down and do homework with them? Or
yes,
help
I
with
do.
Homework?
Absolutely.
But
history hasn't really come up. You know what they're doing now with history? They're kind of like reading a paragraph, and then they have to break down the paragraph and answer multiple choice questions within that paragraph. So they go. It's more of a reading comprehension and history combination in one.
What are the paragraphs about?
History. I don't know specifically. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I could bring in some of my son's stuff. But yeah, I help my kids with the homework. I go on Google a lot, and there's a lot of shit I don't know about, like paradiddles. Not paradiddles. There was some math thing that I had no idea about. Paradigms.
Paradiddle is a drumming thing.
Yeah, it's a drum. I think these are paradigms, I believe. And what the fuck are you, 5th grade paradigms? It's ridiculous. And who's going to use a paradigm?
All right, so going into
the CEO of IBM, you think he knows what a goddamn paradigm is?
So instead of saying,
I think he does.
Maybe, but it doesn't do him any good.
But so instead of saying, "Wow, look at what my kids are learning," you've decided because you don't know it, like, "Wow, my kids don't need to know this shit."
Well, no, it's not that I don't think they need to learn it. I'm glad they're learning it. I support what they're doing. I stand behind it. But it's kind of like it kind of throws me for a curve.
Now, but going into this quiz, you felt you even said you didn't study at all. You thought you were going to mop Sarah up pretty much.
First of all, I didn't study because I don't necessarily have a care for this particular thing. I'm not going to learn it. I don't need it. So I wanted to be myself. I wanted to tell, to answer it things as best as I could. And I did know a lot of things. I know about Margaret Thatcher. I knew about the other questions I got right. I can't even think of them now, but I knew a few things.
Is it the more honest answer that you do care about it, but you just don't care enough about it to learn it, but
Yes.
you do care that you don't know it?
That is
because you try to push it off and go, I don't need to know. Who cares? I don't need it. But I think you do care, just not enough to learn it.
I would love to know it.
Right.
I just really I haven't dedicated time to learn it, and there are other things in my life that are priorities. So that's primarily it.
And Benjy, you prepped Sarah, it sounded like, for this.
Well, I knew that there could be any 7 questions. So I went over like things in history with her. And
Speaker of the House was a smart move. That could have come up.
And some things that came up in the news. But I completely agree with Sal. I think he's a smart guy. We've talked about it online. I gave him a great quote. I think Einstein said, his paraphrase, that imagination is much more important than knowledge.
So if knowledge isn't that important, why would you suggest to Sarah that she watch Chris Matthews to learn more?
Oh, to get ready for this particular contest.
Oh, so you didn't want her to do it because you wanted her to be smarter. You wanted her to be ready for this.
No, I think